Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he wouldn't never have to fight again because that exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good? Salute to the fam. How y'all feeling on this good Tuesday? We back to build on this boxing. Give it its just due how we always do, man. Y'all already know. You catch this on the playback, make sure you smash the like button. Sub to the channel. Turn your notifications on. And come be a part of the build, man. How y'all feeling today, though? How's the good fam feeling today, man? Where we at on the likes? We had 1 million, not yet. We gonna keep working there, man. Shout out to Jordan. What's good with it, fam? Well, I seen you talking about Shakur sent someone to his son camp to tear up his passport so they can't fly out the low. Oh, you know we gonna talk about all of that. Yeah, you can't make this stuff up. Mark West, what it do, my guy? Kevin, what's good? Take on Demon Time. Your tank been snapping for about 2 days straight. Barbara D, my boxing mom, is in the building. How you feeling? Always good to see you. Grover, what's good with it? Canelo. Still a face of boxing. Look, Grover, Canelo is always going to be one of the bigger faces of boxing. He always going to be one of the guys. I always said before, I don't think there's one undeniable face because I think you got a number of different guys, probably about a handful, maybe less, of guys that really stand out. And, you know, we know who those guys are. Canelo is one of them. Shout out to you. Make sure you smash the like button. And sub to the channel. I think it's the first time I've seen you, but I appreciate you stopping through. Andrew, what it do, my guy? Crush the legend. Mike, what's good with it, bro? Mr. M Pride is in the building. He said him and Bud talking spicy right now. Yeah, I like it. It's good entertainment, bro. I use it exactly as what it is. It's content, yo. I just have fun with it. That's what I like to hear. I'm glad you're good, man. I hope everybody else is good in the building, man. Shout out to my guy, man. He said, listening in, bro. Supporting the channel. He already getting it started. Shout out to Said, man. Much love, Brody. Appreciate you, family. We gonna get to it. I gotta set the goal for the day. Gotta set the goal. Appreciate you, bro. He said he listening in, man. I appreciate the support. We gonna get to it, though. Yeah, man. Bud and Tank and Bud having fun going. Well, you know, they going at it. They got a lot of people talking. LaMarcus, what it do, family? You got a lot of folk talking right now, and it's boxing for me. It's good entertainment. A little back and forth ain't never hurt nobody. You know, a little back and forth ain't never hurt nobody, man. Man, all right, y'all. Pardon me. We're gonna get to this though. My apologies. Big Dre, what it do? Listen in the background mode. Appreciate you, Big Dre. CJ, what it do? How you feeling, Crawford, about to step in that ring on Super Saiyan? Yes, sir. James was good. They keep their names in the press. Yeah. But you know what? For me, it's a little deeper than that. What you see is you got alpha males, bro. And whenever you got alpha males, whenever you got competitive sports, whenever you got guys jockeying for position and trying to solidify and prove who's who, you're gonna get some back and forth, especially on Twitter, social media. They're gonna take advantage of it. I think at this point, like excuse me, y'all. I think at this point, everybody pretty much know who's who, right? Like we know who the guys are. Kevin was good with it. I be the real only was good fan. How you feeling? Yeah, I think everybody knows who's who at this point. We know who Terence Crawford is. We know who, Tank Davis is. We know all of these guys, right? But I just think that's what happens when you got alpha males in the sport. You got people that they ain't backing down. Tank, that's just how Tank is, man. And I ain't surprised to see him going back and forth, but I just found it to be entertaining to me. Like, I don't be tripping. People be taking this stuff personal. I see people, and it's men. It's men. You expect women to be arguing and jumping the Tank defense. Man, it be these grown-ass men telling Terence Crawford. Imagine telling a multi-millionaire that another guy makes more money than him when the guy you're talking to makes and has more money than you. Where the hell are we at in sports where that's okay? It's never been cool to do that. The minute you get in a comment section and you try to come to a fighter's aid about money, you look like a clown. That's foolish, man. Let them two hash it out. I ain't got no personal attacks for neither guy. They going at it. They men. Like, let men talk to men. Like, I don't care what they saying. We gonna use it as content. We gonna enjoy it. But I'm not gonna be in the comment section arguing at Terence Crawford that another man make more money than him when he make more money than you. Shut up. We don't care. We watch boxing for the fights. We could care less about their money because we're not getting paid. We just, as fans of the sport, supporters of the sport, we just want to know that the fighters are being compensated fairly for the risk that they're taking when they risking their life. Outside of that, I really don't care who's making what money. Like, they all got money. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the top, these dudes they getting paid. So I just like to see them go back and forth, right? I don't want to see the fans jumping in it. Shut up. Just sit on the sideline and enjoy it, bro. Like, you don't have to pick a side. It's boxing. They just talking some shit, bro. It's fun. Big Bob, what's good with it? Yeah, man, it's both sides. Just have fun with it. What's good with it, bro? Oh, you already know, man. No side picking for me. Pardon my voice, yo. I need some tea, y'all. I need some tea. Crush, what's good with it? You get me, man? They be talking crazy. The men today, hey, man, Barbara D, you're a 1,000,000% right. Teach, what it do, my guy? Nostalgia, like, what's good with it, man? Y'all pump the like button one time for me. Punch it out one time. Let's build. Let's talk about it. Shout out to my guy, Big Bob, supporting the grind. Much love to my guy, man. We're going to get it started, though. We're going to talk about this, man.
This not funny. How am I supposed to get home? Hold on. Sit down. Hold on. Here. $2. Take the train.
Take the train. Yeah, I mean, just a little comedy, just a little humor. Shout out to Big Bob. Appreciate that support, family. Boxing with 2-4, the average someone, double salute. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button, sub to the channel. You know what I mean? We on the road to 10K. We gonna walk it down this year. We gonna get what we need to get to, and we gonna build on this boxing. Thank Father, what it do, my guy. So look, check it out, man. Like I said, Terence Crawford and Tank Davis been going at each other. They've been going at each other. I think it kind of started with I think it kind of started with Terence Crawford saying, somebody's mad about not being invited to the Ring Magazine gala. He didn't say no names, but I guess it's people read between the lines. You feel like he was directing that at Tank. If it all depends. Do you feel like Tank was mad? Like, is he mad that he ain't invited? I mean, I don't know. I don't think don't sound like he care all that much. Don't seem like he care all that much, and it don't seem like he could give a damn what everybody else doing either. Like, you get me? The fans comment on their tweets, bro, so invested. They go too crazy, Teach. Tank still on his pair. I love the movie. Take the Train. Yeah, that's a classic, man. Shout out to Big Bob. We fight more than we support. Yeah. Hey, man. For real. Yeah, I think so. I think you're right, bro. I think you're right. People just be too invested to try to go to bat for your favorite guy. Yo, it's okay. We don't care. I wish I would be online telling a multi-millionaire that another guy make more money than him. And he make way more than me. Like, that the nerve of these boxing fans. But let's play the little clip with Tank saying what he said, man. We gonna get
Turkey said he got your 2 Ferraris ready.
I need 3 now.
Yeah. Steven Espinoza said Shakur turned down a 1-fight deal to fight you because he wanted a multi-fight deal. What's your thoughts on that?
He's not worth it. He's not worth no multi-fight deal. He's not even worth it. Come on, bro. Anyway, gotta fight somewhere else and prove himself and then, like, you feel me? You know how they got UFC and like the underground shit? You gotta fight on the underground shit and then get that.
You gotta go to the G League.
You have an idea what your walkout fit might be?
Here at the speaker. Feel me? What you doing next?
You want financials?
Tell him we going for Canelo next.
Yes. Let's go.
Yes.
Canelo, come on.
You heard it from him.
We
We are ready.
We are ready. Turk got people pissed off. Big Turk got people ignoring.
Just put me in the game. Just put me in the game.
Hey, Budry. Let's go, buddy. Buddy Crawford.
Canelo Crawford, the biggest fight in boxing. We get ready for the main event, y'all. But we stay ready, though. We stay ready.
But that was that. So, you heard pretty much what he said. He said Terence Crawford need to go over there to make money, basically, right? He need that opportunity. He not chasing greatness. I'll say this, everybody got their opinion. They fighters. I don't expect them to complement each other. The end of the day, I think jumping up 2 weight classes to fight a guy like Canelo Alvarez, knowing the makeup, the mental and makeup of Terence Crawford, knowing that if he get in that damn ring, bro, he gonna get in that ring. He gonna try to win. So I don't care what you think. So look, for me, jumping 2 weight classes for 68 for Canelo is definitely chasing greatness. I mean, everybody got their own path, though. Tank is fine doing how he's doing. He moving how he's doing. His career is doing exactly what he needed to do. Why go outside the norm of what he's been doing, right? He fine. With Bud Crawford, different situation. You've seen him move from top rank to that free agent kind of space. And, I think without having that real big backing, I think Turkey is a big plus for a guy like Terence Crawford with the position he in. But I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't, as a fight fan, I really don't care who's the star and who's not the star. I just care who can fight. And, it's almost crazy that as talented as Terence Crawford is, as good as he is, like, people will highlight his ticket sales over the shit that he's shown you that he can do in the ring, as if that's some type of valid argument to justify him not being one of the absolute best fighters in all of boxing. And I think it's a weak argument. So as far as them men arguing about their money and going back and forth, that's on them. But in terms of what Terence Crawford is doing, yeah, I think Turkey is a big help for him. I think his situation is much different than Tank Davis, right? He not aligned with no promotional company, right? Or, no entity, no PBC, none of that, no more top rank. So it's Turkey, and I think that's allowing him the flexibility to be able to try to make fights. And still make paydays in the sport. And I think that's what he's doing. So I don't see an issue with it. I think Tank's position is, I don't need to go over there. These guys do. So it's one of those things. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Behind the hands was good with it, bro. He said I didn't get invited either. I didn't respond. Why Tank respond? Big Dre, my guy. Yeah, exactly. Hey, you get me, Big Dre. CJ, what it do? Devontae isolated himself for the most popping movement in boxing history. Ain't going like this. Yeah. Creo the Traveler was good with it. Ricky was good with it. Tank by far the funniest boxer. Yeah, he's pretty funny, bro. When he's just being mad and being himself. Your foreign accents be having me weak. We already. Banks was good with it, bro. B-Dog, Don, what it do? Shout out to my guys. Brian, what's good with it, fam? How y'all feeling, man? Shout out to my guys, man. Y'all make sure y'all punch the like button, support the grind, and we gonna keep building, man. What's good with it, though? Time as hell, my God. What it do? What it do, man? But like I said, y'all, let's keep going, man. Like I said, GM was good with it. Yeah, technique was good. I said, I got all of it. We're gonna talk about it all. So, like I said, I don't know. I mean, if you ask me, it seemed like Tank Davis don't really. He taking his ball and going where he going with it, right? And he allowing everybody else to cross the street, cross the pond, whatever you want to call it, and they doing what they doing. Different strokes for different folks. That's what I chalk it up to. Different strokes for different folks. I don't quite see it as people running a turkey and stuff like that. Just don't make a lot of sense. I mean, I think they overall goal and objective as a fighter for each one of these guys is to make sure that they put themselves in the best situation possible. And I think as long as you're doing that, you're doing right by you, your family, and your career. So I'm really not against guys going other places to make money. One thing I learned about sports, especially in boxing, we don't like change. You get what I'm saying? Especially when we don't know, what I mean, what people's intentions are. Like, look how Turkey came in trying to make fights, and look how, like, negatively he's received by a lot of people. They just don't like him. But at the end of the day, he's trying to tell people, look, I'm just trying to make fights. Get what I'm saying? So it's crazy. But that's boxing for you, Rob. What it do, man? So prize fighting, the objective is the prize. Yeah, you got to get paid. And that goes for all these guys. You know what I'm saying? Turkey throwing a rat. He said, that makes sense. Turkey throwing A-Rat money. I mean, to somebody, to an extent, I guess it makes sense because it's an entertainment value in it for them, right? The way some people view Turkey Al-Sheikh, they feel like he's in it to just ruin the sport and try to take it over, and like he's some evil genius, some mastermind. I just don't see that. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. I just see him being a beacon for guys to make opportunities outside the U.S. That's what I see for right now. I see people predicting the future long term, and they saying it's not going to be good for boxing. Well, we just going to have to wait and see. But I tell you what else ain't good for boxing. Having these promoters bleed us dry and have us waiting, while they over marinate fights and giving us excuses and reasons why they not, making the right fights. You get what I'm saying? That ain't good for boxing either. So you just gotta, let these fights happen. More boxing is better for me. The more boxing I could get, the better I'm going to feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Turkey's good for people across the seas, but if he hinders me from seeing American boxing, I don't like him. And I get that, right? But I don't think it would be on him that's hindering, right? Like our promoters and things got to start working together, because I think what's happening is, as a result of them not being able to work together, you seeing the emergence of a guy like Turkey Al-Sheikh, and people don't like it. But like, we also don't like having to wait, until guys is halfway out of their damn primes to get these fights either. So, I'm just for anybody that's trying to put on meaningful fights. Although I do want to have an opportunity to go to some of the biggest fights, like I said, within the States for sure. But I'm not against a guy trying to be a beacon for the fighters, right? It's a lot of different ways you could look at it. It just don't got to be one way. You know what I'm saying? 5 cards in a year with 100 plus fighters on your roster is not good for boxing. Absolutely is not. You get what I'm saying? So let's keep going, man. So that was Tank. Tank had said what he said to Terence Crawford, and they've been going at it a little bit, man, to say the least. Hold on, man. This was Terence Crawford's response to Tank Davis saying he make more money than him. Terence Crawford said, first thing a dumb rich person say to another rich person is, I got more money than you. I bet you I own more investments than you, and I don't owe $1 in taxes. He says, you can't buy nothing I can't buy that I want, sir, and that's a fact. He said, let's see who money lasts the longest. Smart guy. You know, that's just Terence Crawford taking his shot back at Tank. Other Tank said he make more money than him. I don't really care about their money, like I told y'all. I just like the fact that they kind of go back and forth. It's funny to me, like, because you know Tank been mad. He been mad since the Lamont Roach fight been announced, and I ain't saying he been mad for that reason, but like his energy, he just been in a way, right? Tank the whole time. So it's just funny seeing him get into it with people and had the Twitter finger Tank is pretty funny, man, because he be going off, man. All things, what's good with it, bro? Get your passport game up, be international America. Dre, what's good with it? He said this is foolish. Yeah, so that's just Terence Crawford responding to what Tank said. And he also had another response. He said, by the way, little guy, don't speak too soon because you're definitely not making more than me. Fight who you been fighting. He said, that's why you talking about fighting Ryan again. And with the smiling face. So, again, more money talk for them. Them rich people problems. Like, you get what I'm saying? I can't afford the kind of problems that they arguing about right now. You get me? So I ain't even got a deep dive into that. But as far as shout out to Andre, man. As far as you know, him saying that, you know, fight who you been fighting, and that's why you're talking about fighting Ryan again. I think one of the reasons that he could be speaking about a Ryan Garcia fight, one, he already beat him. He's familiar with him. Two, you know, since then, Ryan has put himself in the limelight, whether good, bad, or indifferent. And I think people feel as though that rematch will be some significant money in it. So again, this is what I'm saying. I don't understand fighters knocking fighters for making the best opportunities for themselves. If Tank Davis was to end up fighting Ryan Garcia for a second time, that would be simply because business-wise, it would make sense, right? It would be a smart move for his career, right? With the stance that he in, the history that they got, you get what I'm saying? Y'all, X, Y, and Z, right? There's nothing wrong with that because that's what you're supposed to do. You Tank clearly saying out his mouth, he don't care about legacy and belts. He said he just want his money and get out of there. So when he talk about 150 M's and I'll fight Ryan again, they got to pay me. That's just right on par with what he already told you. But that's my thing. I don't understand how is it bad for a fighter outside of him or out with a different situation to find the most lucrative opportunity for themselves. That's what y'all all doing at the end of the day. So yeah, it's a lot of posturing. I ain't really going for it because I know it's boxing. That's just how it go. But I don't really feed into their money talk because they both rich at the end of the day. They living great and they gonna continue to live great. But like I said, as far as him fighting Ryan Garcia again, yeah, that stuff, that shit seem like it make money. It seem like it's an avenue for that to be successful again. And maybe they strike lightning twice with that kind of situation. So that's all it is, man. I don't see it's a bad thing. That's what you want to do. You obviously going to do it because it makes money and it makes sense for your career. Kingston was good with it. Tank be hit hot, man. Shout out to the queen, Aisha, man. How you feeling today? Always good to see you. Blessings to the queens in the chat, man. Fire Frequency was good with it. Tank been going in lately. He just been on one. Ryan, what it do, my guy? Crawford, awful spicy. He says he got that Canelo fight. But you know what's funny? Crawford really, like, he might have been, like, you could have said maybe he was picking, but the fact that he ain't tagged nobody and people be like inciting the ignorance on Twitter, it's just like Tank just decided he was talking about me. He said it's people mad. You feel like I'm the only one that ain't over there that's worth a damn. So he responded. Then you get a little friendly or unfriendly back and forth. But I like these dudes, man. At the end of the day, man, it ain't like they can't fight each other, you know. And it ain't no, oh yeah, and this is yeah, this was Tank again. Tank said, "On my mama, you don't, bitch ass boy." That's his response to say he'll make more money than him, which we know we don't care about the money. But they dominated the headlines a little bit with they back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And it was just funny. You know what I mean? But Tank been mad the whole time. Even Mike Coppinger joined in the party. And he said outside of Ryan Garcia fight, Terence Crawford has earned multiples more than Gervonta Davis for his bouts with Madrimov and Spence compared to Tank's bouts with Frank Martin, Hector, Luis Garcia, and the upcoming bout with Lamont Roach. Again, shout out to Mike Coppinger. I'm not here to prove or disprove what he's saying. You know why? Because I don't care. I really don't care again about their money. Like that's the same thing. That's the same thing I was talking about. That's like me getting in the comment section trying to justify who makes more money. Like I just have no stake in that. I don't care. It's just unfortunate that they not in a weight class where they can actually fight each other. You get me? That would make it real interesting, but it just is what it is. It's boxing. You got some alpha males. You got Terence Crawford usually be pretty chill. Tank be on one. You can't say nothing to him. Y'all already know how he coming. And it just is what it is. But all more fuel to the fire. All that stuff is just more fuel to the fire. He got a fight coming up. And he's the kind of guy that if he going through anything before a fight, he going to take it out on the guy. So Lamont Roach, strap up your boots, man. I think you're in for an interesting night. Next year, anything can happen. Yeah, his winning boxers want to know they didn't get an invite. Yeah. And Ndongo better. Lamont Roach. He said Ndongo. Shout out to Fender Bender, my guy. Hannibal, what it do, man? What's good with the cops just to stay out of it? I just like I do. I stay out of it because I don't care about their money. It's like if it's boxing related, I might have a comment, but not when it's about their money. I have nothing. You know what I mean? Like I have nothing. Like I'm like, oh, okay. Well, you make more money. Okay, you said you make more money. Okay, cool. You make more money then. But again, man, I don't really I don't really see too much coming out of this, right? They just, I don't know, it's like a pissing contest. And when you invite yourself into the conversation, it becomes weird. So it don't matter to me. Tank got a fight coming up. From what we understand, Crawford, and other news though, that was just the soap opera stuff, bro. As much as it gonna be today, but I'm past all that. So let's keep rolling. Something else I did see that caught my attention from Terence Crawford is he posted this. I'm gonna shock the world. Watch. He said the best is yet to come. I had it in my back pocket this whole time. And for me, I don't know about y'all if y'all seen this tweet, but when I seen this is boxing right here. Because this is some boxing shit he talking about. It sounds like he talking about the Canelo opportunity, to be straight up. That's what it sounds like. I had it in my back pocket the whole time. That's what it sounds like. Sound like he got a big opportunity coming up. And it seemed like it's Canelo. We hearing the whispers about it. They talking about how they agreed to a fight. I'm not going to go that far, but I think they definitely communicating and working towards hashing out a fight together. I think it'd be great. We need it. Yeah, I mean, look. When's the last time Canelo fought somebody that really wanted to fight him? Right? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, for what it's worth, like, I get it, weight classes, all that shit, but if it's anybody that I'm going to give a slight snowball's chance at pulling it off and being able to beat this guy, it's going to be Crawford. Hell no, it ain't going to be easy. Yeah, it's a hell of a mountain to climb, but I don't care. Like, let's see. I don't expect to see Crawford lay down. I keep hearing people make the argument that, Crawford can't take these punches and things of that nature. But what if he don't? What if he don't get knocked out? What if he don't get hurt like people think he's going to get hurt? What if he take the shots better than what people think? You get what I'm saying? Then what? You're going to have a fight. So I don't know, man. I look at the skill set also, and I just think if Crawford can really box this guy, man, he got a shot, yo. I don't know. It's a slim chance, but if I'm gonna roll with anybody, I'm gonna be rocking with Crawford that night. So I ain't mad at this if this fight is to come to fruition, bro. We kind of need for people to get in there with guys that want to fight them, and maybe we'll see something that we ain't seen in a while. I get it that he can't take shots like this and that. But yo, we said the same shit with Charlo. Charlo didn't get knocked out. He came from 154 pounds. Like, you get me? I get it. He built his career there, but at the end of the day, man, Terence Crawford got a taste of it. I don't think he got a taste at 54. I don't think if he get this fight, he gonna bulk up to 168 pounds. I don't think he gonna do that. I think he'll get as close as he feel comfortable, but I don't think the goal will be to try to be a 168 pounder like Canelo. Get what I'm saying? I don't think that would serve him any good. I hear people saying Crawford legs is gone and done, but based on what? Have y'all seen a fight that would suggest that his legs are gone? I haven't seen the fight. You know what I mean? Maybe he haven't had to use them in quite some time because he was getting all those damn knockouts at 47, but Terence Crawford is definitely still very versatile, dangerous, still can move. He could switch if he need to. There's still things he can do, man. He's versatile, man. He's crafty. Not an easy guy to deal with either. He's a guy that can utilize his reach, you know what I mean, and really be able to box and pick shots. Like, I don't know. It's gonna be a hard ass fight. But like I said, man, I ain't counting nobody out like Bud Crawford 100%. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I favor Canelo getting the win. But Bud to be a live dog is what I'm saying. Young Simba was good with it. Yeah, nobody expected Charlo to lay down, but you know what? When you see, if you think about it, Young Simba, Sammy, what it do, my guy? Shout out to Dante. How you feeling, Brody? The one thing, the 2 cents was good. The writing was on the wall if you paid attention to it, because my bro pointed it out to me. Where did Charlo train at? You get what I'm saying, Young Simba? Where did he train at? That man trained at home, bro. You get what I'm trying to say? The writing was on the wall. You know how I know? When Earl Spence was fighting Jordanis Ugas, what did he say? At what point did he realize he had Ugas, right? He said he looked, he seen he was with his family, his kids, he chilling. He like, yo, I got him. You know what I'm saying? Earl Spence turned around, had a very similar approach in his fight with Bud. Jermell Charlo had a very similar approach in his fight with Canelo. It's almost like he rested and laxed because he understood the financial gain that was to come. So it kind of made him complacent instead of being super hungry. That you got to think that wasn't his first big payday. It might have been his biggest, right? You know what I mean? Out of all his fights, but you got to think he's had money before. He's made good money before, but I think that money just was a little different. I think it made him lax. Like you can't train at home. Like, you get what I'm saying? My bro was pointed out, this dude was doing laps in his swimming pool. What do we talk? Like, what? You don't take your ass somewhere and isolate yourself from your people and, lock in? Dude having training camp at the crib, the writing is on the wall, you about to go get beat. You get what I'm saying? You ain't even put yourself in the best situation to win it. Like, it just didn't look good. And Canelo has a fight with Bud for September with 50 mil. These any receipts? No, I can't go that far with it, Barbara. I'm hearing the same stuff you hearing too. Shout out to 2 cents, but I can't validate it. All I know is I'm going off his tweets. I'm seeing what Turkey Al-Sheikh is posting. It's kind of feeling like something's going on. I'm hearing it, but if you think about it, that September date kind of a little confusing for me, Barbara D, because we know Canelo like to fight in May, right? Or is it Cinco de Mayo, right? You get what I'm saying? May be here. You get what I'm saying? Before September. So is he skipping a fight? Is he saying like you're not gonna take a fight in May like you normally do, and you're gonna line up a second fight before you line up the first fight? You get what I'm trying to say? Because we know the dates that he usually be fighting on. So like, you gonna skip over all that? I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna go. So far as it being in September, I heard it, but I ain't gonna stamp it just yet. Price Boy was good with it. One's chasing a big fight, the other is a big fight. They not the same. Yeah, man. Yeah. Who makes the most childish to me? Yeah, man. I don't care about their money. PGH was good with it. Malaza, shout out to you, bro. Passed by Mel's house and he was doing yoga in the yard. There, my fellas. You see what I'm saying? 50 million for Bud, get that back. Yeah, I want to see people get paid, but I think Bud really gonna try to win. Like, that's the thing. And I'm completely cool with the outcome, knowing that I feel like he's gonna try to win the fight. Whatever happened is gonna happen. I'm supporting that guy. Yeah, I do think he's chasing greatness. Yeah, I do think he's daring to be great. Bud ain't just showing. Don't give me this whole notion that he just want a payday. I don't want to hear that shit. because we know Bud has done the right stuff with his money. We know he done got one of his biggest paydays in his recent fight with Spence. We know that he good. He good. Ain't nothing wrong with a little more. You know what I'm saying? An extra little but him as a fighter, his mental makeup, his attitude, that dude ain't never been in a fight that he ain't try to win. He too goddamn competitive to lay down. And I'm stamping it. I'm saying that if I'm wrong, y'all, and this fight happened, and he just go in there and lay down or something like that, I'll come right here and I'll be the first one to say how wrong I was. But I seriously doubt it. That dude, if y'all playing ping pong, he want to beat you. You get what I'm saying? Like, he probably done had literal pissing contests, and it's like, this dude want to, he one of them dudes that'll gamble you and shit. He want to wrestle the wrestlers. Get what I'm saying? Box the boxers, fight the fighters. Like, yeah, he a different dude, man. Like, the hell with this. Canelo ain't been looking like no damn unbeatable guy. He ain't even been looking like some knockout artist. People are just got it in their mind that it's no way Terence Crawford to be able to take a single shot from this dude and still be upright. I don't see it that way. This dude ain't been knocking shit out lately. He ain't been knocking nothing out. Nothing. Terence Crawford ain't gonna be no easy guy to just go and do what you want with. I just don't see it. The hell with that weight. No, I ain't saying Terence Crawford is Floyd, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm saying, man. He was a lot bigger than Floyd when he fought him. I know he a different guy and all of this, but he also a much older guy with a lot of miles and a lot of fights. A lot of them. You get what I'm saying? He got some wear and tear on his body that no other fighter has. You could say Terence Crawford older, but his knees is old. Terence Crawford might be about 37, but Canelo knees about 37 too. Man, I'm telling you, man, that dude don't move the same. He not the same active fighter from a punch output standpoint. He not. He try to blast you out with a whole bunch of power shots. You heard what Dimitri Bivol said how he fought. He unloaded all his power early and he ain't had much late. He wasn't hitting that hard late, man. I'm telling you, I ain't saying that Terence Crawford is Bivol and nothing like that, but I just don't see a guy that I've seen get outboxed on more than one occasion and beat. Think he can't lose to one of the best fighters in the world. Man, the hell with that weight. If you're going to knock Terence Crawford out, show me that shit. I don't care. I'm still rocking with Bud Crawford. I am. Canelo is going to be a dog. Yeah, he'd be the favorite. I'll favor him my damn self, but you make no mistake, 1,000,000% I'm going to be rocking with Bud Crawford. I don't give a damn. If it's anybody that can have any type of shot to outbox that dude, outthink him, because that's what it's really about. Think about this, y'all. And this is why I'm stuck on this. Peace to the Queen, Lisa. How you feeling? The Butcher was good. Canelo gonna eat punches this fight. You get what I'm saying? He gonna get hit too. You're gonna have to get punched in his face. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't saying and look, did Floyd have to knock him out? And I want to be clear. I hate having to say this every single time. I'm not calling Terence Crawford Floyd Mayweather. Terence Crawford is Terence Crawford. But what I'm saying, Floyd didn't have to knock him out. He was able to get his respect, wasn't he? We would all agree, especially when you hear from the fighters, that boxing is mostly mental. Am I right? So at what point do we take into account the mental aspect of this fight? Is it just all going to be about weight? Because although he's heavier, he's not the taller guy. He ain't the longer guy. He's just heavier. Yeah, he punch harder. But we know that's physical. What about the mental aspect? You know what I mean? Can Terence Crawford possibly outthink this guy? I don't know. Let's hear what Tim Bradley had to say. Y'all make sure y'all punch that like button out for you, bro, man. We gonna keep rolling. I think I got a clip with Tim Bradley talking about do I still have it? I might have deleted it. Oh no, maybe I still got it.
Canelo is on the back downslide, man. Canelo got all the money in the world. Canelo sitting pretty. Canelo got mansions all across the United States, Mexico, and probably across Europe too. He ain't hungry like that no more. No. Y'all see him slowing down in the fights? I see him slowing down. This ain't gonna be one of them fights that Crawford gonna get off to a quick start and start beating the crap out of Canelo. No. It's gonna be one of those back end fights when Crawford starts creeping the back end. Boom. 5, 6, 7, putting rounds in the bag because Canelo's starting to slow down. That boy gets hit, man. Yeah, I know Crawford gets hit too. Oh, absolutely. But if Canelo is thumping like the way y'all say he thumping, then Crawford gonna be so dialed in on his defense. He ain't gonna get hit with that stuff. Absolutely, Crawford gonna be what he needs to be the night he faces Canelo Alvarez. That's what he gonna be. So stop making the excuses. I don't want to hear nothing about weight. We just saw a guy just beat a guy that was bigger than him, right? Ain't that what y'all told me? That's what y'all said. 50 pounds heavier to him. Yeah. And he was able to outbox him. That's what Crawford gonna do. He gonna outbox Canelo.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna stop
Yeah.
him. He just gonna beat him up. Bing, 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 bing. Counter punch. All that wide stuff. All that stuff gonna get
Let
counted.
the record
Bing,
reflect.
bing, 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 bing. Gonna get pieced up.
Let the record reflect, man. Let the record reflect, bro. They was saying that same shit about Usyk. No, I'm not saying Crawford is Usyk. I know he got to jump up 2 weight classes. I get that it's Canelo. But he beat up a big guy in Tyson Fury, and he did it twice. How did he beat Tyson Fury? Do you think Usyk hit harder than Tyson Fury? You get what I'm saying? No, I'm not saying. But he called him a steroided middleweight. He definitely, for sure, an undersized heavyweight, for sure. And he went there and out because he was smarter than him. Yo, he really took the play away from from Fury and beat him twice. Handily, man. The second time he made that shit look easier to me. That's all I'm saying, man. I just get it. I get a guy some type of chance. I ain't 100% out on him finding a way, man, to not be knocked out. He ain't knock out the rest of these guys. You know what I'm saying? He ain't knock out the rest of these guys. Now, Tim been on one lately. Tim been on one. He been talking some good stuff. You know what I'm saying? He been talking some good stuff. You know, he was talking about how he like how Tank standing on his loyalty and all that stuff. He got a fan in him. Tim been on point a little bit lately. But I think this is just this is his assessment of what Crawford and Canelo will look like. And that's all I'm saying, y'all. I'm not completely counting him out. Roger was good with it. He's going to be drained. He's going to be coming off 2 car accidents and good head movement. But going to need a Floyd type performance. And he is. But hey, man, box him. He got the best chance to give you that, right? I think he come the closest to even being able to duplicate anything close to that. And I ain't saying he going to be able to duplicate it because that shit was just a extremely special night of boxing the way Floyd Mayweather did it. But listen, not gonna tell me that it can't happen again. Maybe Terence Crawford is that damn good. I don't know, but I know we'll find out that night. We damn sure find out that night. And I'm not, as a fight fan, I ain't scared to find out. You know what I'm saying? If Terence Crawford ain't gonna win this fight, so be it. I know he gonna go out trying to win it. You know what I'm saying? I know he ain't going to just go in there and lay down. And I'm making that bold claim early. That dude ain't going in there being in all with no Canelo Alvarez to lay down and just get paid. Ain't no way in hell he doing that. That dude way too competitive, man. How many people do you see out here wanting to wrestle with people that have wrestling backgrounds that really do it? And he out wrestles. Like, he just competitive in every aspect. I don't ever see Terence Crawford getting in the boxing ring if he don't have in his mind that he is coming to win. That's all I'm saying. Man. So again, just knowing that about him, I'm cool with whatever the result's gonna be. Go out there and box his ass, man. I'm telling you, man, utilize them legs again. Canelo needs you to be there in front of him too. Everybody think he'll just walk Bud down. I don't think it'll be easy, man. I don't think it'll be easy, man. He'll have his work cut out for him too. Not gonna tell me. I seen, and I get it. It was years and years ago. But I seen the way Amir Khan came out there and won every damn round against Canelo until he got knocked out. I seen him win every round. I seen Floyd Mayweather arguably win like every single round. I seen Dimitri Bivol win about 9-10 of them joints. Like, no, man. I seen Golovkin beat him the first time. I've seen this dude be beat. I've seen Erislandy Lara outbox him, in my opinion, and get the fight took from him because they didn't like his style. I seen this dude get outboxed. I seen him be bigger, heavier, stronger, punch harder, all this good shit. He don't be knocking these guys out. Them world class. Tell me when in Canelo's Alvarez career, in his whole career, and I'm not slighting him, I'm just making a point. Tell me in his entire career where he knocked out a fighter that's on the level of Terence Crawford. Name me one fighter that he knocked out that you could say he on the level above. So everybody ain't coming to get slept. And this is a dude that ain't been knocking people out. Terence Crawford ain't no goddamn Amir Khan. He ain't coming in there to get slept with no damn one punch. That shit ain't happening, man. He gonna have to show me he gonna do that. I'm sorry, man. He gonna have to show me. I seen too many instances when people was putting belt to Canelo ass, outboxing him. Don't tell me he can't be outboxed again. I just seen this shit a few fights back. You get what I'm saying? I seen it. Man, this shit could be done. He ain't gonna be fighting somebody that's in there scared. And this is something else I feel like I understand about Crawford. Even though we understand Spence was not in his best physical shape and that night of the fight, we do know Terence Crawford looked like he raised his game for that specific fight. He out-jabbed the guy that's known for jabbing, body punches, you name it. Like he was switched on in every way, shape, and form. So when Tim Bradley say he gonna be who he need to be that night, I get where he going with it. He gonna raise his level because he got to. If Canelo is dangerous the way people saying, Terence Crawford gonna approach the fight accordingly. I got faith in him. And again, y'all, I ain't saying he gonna win, but if he gonna lose, I'm cool with seeing Terence Crawford go out there and give it a shot, bro. He ain't mind pulling Charlo up and fighting him. Don't give me this shit. Let Bud get in there. Some people were saying Bud to move up and knock Charlo out and beat Charlo. Well, Charlo can go do it. Hey, Bud, go up there, bro. Go up there. Go up there and see what's up, man. Rude exposure, what's good with it? Yeah, Beaver pieced him up. Beaver pieced him up. He definitely did. And I know Terence Crawford is not that big physically as a 75-pounder for sure. But again, I'm just leaning on, my argument is based on me understanding, based on what these fighters have always said since boxing been around, that it's mostly mental. And I don't feel like whatever, IQ that Canelo possessed, I don't feel like no gap is significant enough where Terence Crawford can't compete. You get what I'm saying? The biggest question for me will be how he's able to take the shots. You get what I'm saying? Because he's gonna get hit. How is he able to take shots? Because that's something you can't ignore. That is a guy that went up as high as 75, and that's what you got to deal with on fight night. But Canelo plods in there. He slowed down a bit. He's a bit economical with his punches, and he fight in these little bursts and spurts, if you will. Don't tell me there's not an avenue where he can be outboxed. There were several guys that he fought recently, and we thought he was going to knock out all these guys, and he ain't knock out not one of them. I'm not 100% sold that he going to knock Bud Crawford out because it's a weight disparity. Like, I've seen this dude be bigger than guys and not knock him out. I've seen this more than once, more than twice. I've seen it. And to be honest, outside of Floyd Mayweather, ain't nobody he fought I think will be better than Terence Crawford. Respectfully, who y'all got outside of Floyd, being better than Bud Crawford that Canelo Alvarez has gotten the ring with? That'll be the best fighter I think he might have gotten the ring with since Floyd. I'm dead serious. Because the biggest hang-up that we got is weight. You get what I'm saying? The biggest hang-up we have is weight. He's just too big. He might not be. I don't know. He might not be, bro. Because heavy is one thing. Big is another. Canelo is what, 5'7"? Ain't Bud like 5'8"? Something like that with longer arms. I don't know. Bigger, heavier for sure. He heavier. He definitely gonna pack more of a punch. Terence Crawford gonna have to prepare and be ready for that shit. And he got Bomac in his corner, man. People don't. I think people just they hear the weight and they just done with the fight. And listen, I want to be very clear. I'm not saying he gonna win, but I'm giving this dude a snowball's chance. You're not gonna tell me he don't got a shot in hell. Got Bomac in his corner too, man. They be cooking shit. I don't know, man. I like it. I'm busy with it, do. Yeah, Triple G in that first fight, I feel like he beat him. For sure. For sure. GGG better than Bud. Oh, you saying GGG? Nah, hell no. No. I don't think Triple G better than Bud. Hell no. I don't think he's a more versatile, more skillful fighter than Bud. None of that. Only thing Triple G would have over Bud is punching power. That's it. And what elite fighter did Triple G knock out? No slight to him. But when he start fighting them top tier dudes, them knockouts slowed down too. Same thing with Canelo. He ain't never knocked no fighter out on the level of Bud Crawford. I don't give a damn what we say, what we talking about. Yeah, he might could stop him, but that don't make him better. There's the same size, Roja. If there's the same size, same weight class, who you got? Same size, same weight class. Who you got? I'm not picking Triple G. I'm telling you, I'm not. Alan, what's good with it, bro? He ain't never knocked nobody out on Bud Crawford level. Neither one of them dudes. Neither one of them. Respect. Tell me if I'm wrong. Hey, my word ain't law. Tell me if I'm tripping. Alan, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Champ Ross, what it do, fam? How you feeling, bro? Crawford got a great shot to pull off some legendary shit. That's all I'm saying. I'm just giving him a snowball's chance. That's all, y'all. That's all. That's all. That's all. I got GGG3. Not me. They're the same size, same weight. I'm going with Bud. You know what I'm saying? I'm going with Bud. And Bud, he said, he said, Cal Brook. Rose is trolling me now. Bomac wasn't encouraged, but Bud to take a fighter. He don't think he got a chance. And man, hey, Dante, talk to him, man. Put some respect on Bud Crawford's name. He ain't beat nobody on the level of Bud Crawford, Triple G either. Triple G ain't got no Bud Crawford on his resume. Where at? Where at? He ain't knock out nobody on the level of Bud Crawford. Where? And neither did Canelo Alvarez. Where at? Where at? You know what I'm saying? Bud Crawford to be the next best fighter that Canelo Alvarez been in the ring with since Floyd Mayweather. I'm stamping it. I don't give a damn. That don't mean he gonna win just because of that. But hey, man, if it's anybody, like I said, got a shot, I'm giving it to Bud. Y'all not gonna do my guy like that. Not gonna do Bud like that. Bud got knocked down. Canelo chin been certified. Nah, Bud never hit the ground. Unless you talking about Mean Machine, unless you want to count that as a knockdown. But he ain't never officially been knocked down. And that's okay to be knocked down. Shit, Canelo got hurt before. You know, I know it was years and years ago, but you know, Danny Jacobs was a middleweight Bud. Yeah, but he's not as skillful as Bud, Rozier. Respectfully, I like Danny Jacobs a lot, but he's not more skillful in my opinion, right? I can't tell you how you see it. For me, I don't think Danny Jacobs is more skillful than Bud. Naturally bigger guy, of course, but not more skillful. Hell no. You see the difference in their careers, like toward the end. Bud's still a top tier fighter. He's still making an argument for being the best fighter pound for pound in the world. You know what I'm saying? And it's him and Usyk jockeying for position at this point. But that's where I'm at with it, man. That's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at with it, man. I get it, man. A snowball's chance, man. I'm rolling with Tim Bradley in this one. Mosley better than Bud? No, I don't think so. I don't think Mosley is more skillful than Bud either. Bud is a truly skillful guy, man. I don't think Mosley's more skillful than him either. I ain't gonna lie to you. Nope. Cause if I got them in the same weight class and shit like that, man, I don't know, man. Poy was good with it. It would be sad if them Vegas judges give Canelo the nod again. Yeah, Rolly was good. Bud ain't Shakur versus Edwin bad. He getting stopped. Austin Trout better than Bud. I love Austin Trout, but nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Milan was good with it. Day was good, fam. Don't sleep with Canelo resume. Nah, Canelo got one of the best active resumes in all of boxing, bro. Young Simba, respectfully. The biggest knock on Canelo is how he moved as of late, like now, with the entitlement, right? That's the craziest thing. Man. So he said Trout and bare knuckle. Yeah, Trout a 2 champion, you know. Yeah, I seen that. He been in the game a minute. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He an older guy, man. He an older guy. That shit ain't gonna be easy. I remember this. I remember this. I thought he was talking about Gary right there. Mosley was not in his prime. He fought Canelo. Nah, hell no. Nah, hell no, he wasn't. Weight classes exist for a reason. Yeah, some people able to defy them odds, man. You know what I'm saying? Some people able to defy the odds, bro. You know what I'm saying? They was saying that same shit about Usyk when it came to him going to heavyweight. You too small, and you know, you already wasn't the biggest cruiserweight. Now you're gonna be in there with them real big boys, and you see how that worked out for him. Bud is of that Usyk cloth, and vice versa, bro. They of the same ilk and cloth. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. The hell with this. Canelo, y'all about to make me go in, man. I'm about to say his best chance. You better knock Bud out. Telling you that now. Matter of fact, yeah, Canelo, you better. They make this fight, you better knock him out. You better knock him out. Let that man hang around and see. Don't you mess around and get outboxed, man. Go ahead and let him hang around, man. That'd be a dangerous fight for him. Let Bud Crawford hang around and see how dangerous it get for you. Let him hang around. You better go in there and try to knock him out. And that's all. He probably weather that storm early and be good. So them top fighters moved 3 weight classes in one. Usyk situation complete different. Usyk moved up 1 weight class. Y'all be stating the obvious when y'all say this stuff. I guess nothing I said it matters besides the weight. Listen, if y'all hung up on the weight and y'all think he can't overcome the weight, I get it. But I'm gonna give him a shot, y'all. I'm still gonna give him a shot. I'm not completely dismissing that a guy that I've seen be outboxed multiple times. I've seen him be bigger than guys. Seen him get belt that put the ass. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm not gonna say there's no way in hell that one of the best fighters in the world can't beat him. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I would even favor Canelo, y'all. Yeah, I would even lean toward him winning the fight. But I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be rolling with Crawford. You dig? Is Canelo best chance at KO? I think that make his chances better. I think if you allow Terence Crawford to hang around and be in the fight, you're gonna get exactly that. You're gonna get a fight because he's crafty as hell. He got some long ass arms, great counter puncher. He's still got really good timing. You get what I'm saying? I just don't think he'll be a walk in the park for nobody. You know what I'm saying? I understand Canelo look like the monster. You know what I'm saying? At 68, that been at 75. But, man, his ass slowing down, too. Father time is real. You get me? Kick his ass, bud. You know what I'm saying? Kick his ass, bud. I seen how little ass Amir Khan moved up and was piecing his ass up. I seen it. Amir Khan was painting a Picasso until he lowered the boom and slept him. Get what I'm saying? That's that guy getting pieced up like that, man. Nah, man. Crawford getting there, telling you, switch up on Flossie. What it do, man? But nah, man. All things real, man. Look, I hope we do get the fight because I ain't scared to see him lose. I ain't scared to see him go out there and challenge himself against one of the best out there. You know what I'm saying? And get paid doing it. And like I said, Bomac and then I believe in their ability to go out there and put something together and try to beat this dude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Amir Khan couldn't even. Those shits was like little beast things to him, right? You know what I'm saying? 2 cents. And he was drumming his face until he got caught, all the way until he got clipped. It was all good until he got clipped, bro. It was all good. Amir Khan was straight until he got his jaw cracked. Then the rest was history. The rest was history. But we'll see, man. That was Terence Crawford's tweet to that. Turkey Island Sheik had made a comment about some fights. Hold on. Where is it at? Oh. So they talk a lot about the fights, but what happens in the end is the final answer with us. Prepare soon for announcing the biggest schedule for this year in boxing history. I'm looking forward to seeing him stand on his words. You're talking about biggest schedule for the year in boxing history. Let's see it, Big Turk. Let's see it, Big Turk. Throw that money around, Big Turk, and get everybody paid, bro. Throw that money around, get everybody paid. Hopefully be another American victim sitting if the two get in the ring. Yeah, man. I listen. Yeah, American was fast as hell. Bomac trained American for that fight. I forget, but I know he was piecing his ass up. American just too brave for his own good. He not disciplined enough, and I think Canelo always knew that. That's why he approached the fight a certain way. Because he fought like he knew it was just a matter of time. And all I'm saying, I ain't saying Crawford is American and that's the same situation at all. But I've just seen a number of different guys have success on him. Smaller guys that didn't punch as hard as him, and he was supposed to have been able to knock these guys out. The only one that he definitely put away like that was American. All these other guys been making it 12 rounds with this dude and making it out. I keep hearing people say Crawford can't take a single shot from him. I don't see it being like that. I don't think Canelo punching that hard. I don't. Now, of course, I ain't got to take the punches, but I don't think he punching like that. Crawford would get flatlined trying to stand. And no, I don't think he'll do that, though. Why would you? You know, why give him his best chance at getting you out of there, which is standing and trading with him? That would be stupid. But I think Crawford a lot smarter than that. I think it'll be interesting for however long it lasts, bro. You know, we had the best card of 2025 so far. Yeah, he got one coming up on the 22nd. That's a damn good card. Yeah, he shot out. He ain't stupid, though. No, he's not stupid. He's not stupid. So maybe I think that's what that tweet meant at the end of the day, man. Had it in your back pocket the whole time. That got to be that Canelo fight that you're talking about. John's Garage, what it do? Said Mirrors Glass Joe, too. We all know this. Facts he is. I can see it kind of ending like the Kyle fight. Come on, B-Dog, man. Come on, not my guy. Not my guy, B-Dog. You supposed to be stalling me out a little bit. Had some success for some rounds, and boom. Nah, man. He gonna have to earn it, bro. They didn't get a knockout in a while since Caleb. And that came late. In the 10th. It do be sudden, though, don't it? It be out of nowhere. But I think the longer you let Bud hang around, the tougher the fight could potentially be. I think the longer you let him hang around, the tougher the fight could be, potentially. Or the more interesting things get. Like, I think Terence Crawford, if you're going to do what everybody's saying you're going to do, just go out there and knock him out, then you better go do it. That's what I'm standing on. You better go do exactly that, because you are not telling me that if you're giving one of the most craftiest guys that I've watched through the years, you're giving him an opportunity from 3 minutes to 3 minutes to 3 minutes to outthink you and outclass you, and he don't got a shot? Hell no. So look, if you gonna knock him out, you better. I'm telling you. Let this man hang around and box with you. He too damn competitive to just go out like that, man. Bud Crafty, and I'm telling you all things. We just putting a lot of stock into weight, and I understand so. But again, when factoring in that weight, we don't factor in the mental aspect at all, man. I think he is one of the one of the toughest guys in boxing from a mental standpoint. I was a little tongue twisted for a second, bro. But I think he one of the most, mentally locked in and focused fighters that you could get in the ring with. I think the fact that he's lived a lifestyle, get what I'm saying? Not smoking and drinking. I hear he eat clean, all types of shit, man. Stuff like that matter, man. Canelo, I seen Canelo drunk out his mind and all types of shit, man. Stuff like that matter. Lifestyle matter, man. I'm telling you. DJ, what it do, man? Crawford going out with a body shot like that. Damn, y'all ain't got no faith in my guy, Bud, man. Shout out to the Queen, Melanie Queen. How you feeling today? Appreciate you as always. Smoochie, what's going on? I wonder what he been hiding in his back pocket. That Nello fight. You know what I'm saying? About to fight Nello, y'all. Alan, what's good? What he said? What you think about? Bud said about Tank. I was talking about that. You talking about with the as far as them going back with the money thing, he Terence Crawford ain't wrong. Like they both rich. They both can pretty much do the same things. At that point, it's just it's about managing your money with guys like them with the kind of money that they've been ran into in their careers respectfully. So the money talk is gonna be what it is. That's the pissing contest amongst them. I already I can't really comment on that, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It's tricky because it's like I don't care about their money. You know what I'm saying? But I think Bud took a little jab and Tank picked up on it, and then they just went back and forth. Boxer who don't drink, party, and then knock people out. Just athletes, Macho Camacho, Cesar Chavez, Mike Tyson, and legends. Yeah. Sadly, Terence Crawford really lit his shit, man. You know what I'm saying? After the way Tank talking to a lot of people jumping on Canelo bandwagon. He's jumping on the Canelo bandwagon. I get it, man. Tank always mad, though, man. He been mad this whole month, it seemed like. You know what I'm saying? Tank been going off here there since the fight been announced. Like I said, he been snapping. But it's just funny. Look, at the end of the day, his situation is just different than theirs, right? He's in a more set and situated position with his people that he's been rocking with throughout his career, and it's been working. So he's in a position where he wants to stay loyal to his side and continue to put on the fights where he at, knowing he could sell and just keep doing what he doing. He made it clear he want his money. He want to get the hell up out of here. Terence Crawford's situation was a bit different, especially after you seen what happened with the Earl Spence situation since then. So he ain't being pushed by, PBC, Top Rank no more. So he got Turkey Alex Sheik in play. And I think as long as Turkey Alex Sheik is in play with, Terence Crawford and they on the same side of things, I mean, I feel like it'll always be an opportunity for him. And like I said, from what the whispers are, the rumors hitting the rumor mill that this Canelo Alvarez fight might be a real thing. So we'll give it some time, and I'll see where it go from here, But like I said, man, I'll close it with this as far as the Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford fight. Yeah, it's risky. Yeah, I believe it's weight classes for a reason. I do believe certain fighters are a different breed. If you show me so many times, like when you get in fights that you just find a way to win, for me, I don't completely count you out of any fight, right? 100%. I'm not going to look at you getting in the ring with any guy and be like, there's no way he could win that fight. Because what's crazy? And I am not in no way, shape, or form comparing Canelo Alvarez and Errol Spence. But all I'm saying is I remember when it came up to him fighting Errol Spence and people was like, there's no way he's beating him. And, he's just too small and he don't throw enough punches. And you get what I'm saying? Defense ain't good enough. He's not going to be able to deal with the pressure. He's a slow starter. Like, it's going to be one of Errol Spence's easiest fights. I've heard the most egregious things about the breakdown of that fight, and then people was so wrong. Forget the outcome. It's just how wrong people was about Bud Crawford, not Errol Spence. It's like you just completely overlooked them. And I think in this position, because of the weight, and I understand the concern, people are completely dismissing him as a top-tier talent in the world. And look, my word is not law, but I'll say arguably since Floyd Mayweather, this would be one of the most talented, if not the most talented fighter he's been in the ring with since Floyd. Terence Crawford, to me. You get what I'm saying? Definitely one of the most versatile and crafty guys. You know what I mean? A lot of experience, championship experience. You're never going to find nobody that's going to equate to Canelo in terms of fights. So it's always going to be a bit of experience. But at this level, they just been champions for a long time, being a part of meaningful fights. They know how to prepare for a big, meaningful fight and get the job done. And from a mental standpoint, like I said, Terence Crawford is going to test you mentally, man. So whether or not he'll end up being slept and be another knockout victim, who knows? But I'm not scared to see it for him. You get what I'm saying? I don't give a damn. I can't control what fights they're going to make. But if that's one you're going to take, at least me as a fight fan, I could say at least it'd be somebody that's going to actually try to whoop your ass, you know what I'm saying, or beat you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool with that. KO was good with it, bro. The Beagle have a shiner at the gala. Who knows with Beagle, man? Beagle and Better Be some weird guys. That's Better Beagle, by the way. That's the new name for them dudes. Better Beagle. But let's keep rolling, man. So like I said, man, with him saying that was in his back pocket, that's what it sounded like to me. If it ain't that fight, then it's a big opportunity. And I don't see no opportunity bigger than that for him right now to speak on outside of Canelo. So we'll see. Let's keep rolling, man. Shakur Stevenson did some interviews, and we're gonna get into maybe some little interviews earlier, and he was doing some talking. He said some things that got people talking. So we're gonna go through it. With a cruise defensive genius. For sure. Yeah, man. Y'all hit the like button if y'all haven't. We're gonna keep rolling, man. Hold on, let me get to it.
And I'm not looking past Floyd Schofield because that's what comes first, but I would say Lomachenko and Tank after this.
So they asked him about some fights that he had won at the Schofield, and it's interesting that he's saying Lomachenko. Truth be told, I think Loma is damn near a matter of time before he retire. I'd be surprised if if he fight again, and if he do, it's definitely not going to be one of the guys that we wanted to see him fight. He may be take a farewell fight that maybe he could win, or he might just vacate the belt altogether and go about his business. But at the end of the day, Lomachenko would have been a good fight for whether it be Shakur or Tank. But I don't think, unfortunately, I don't think it's in the cards for either guy to get that fight. But as far as him wanting the Tank fight, that's the fight for him, because that's his Super Bowl fight, right? That's what he said he wants. That's what I want to see him go get. Yeah, they are. I like what he's saying. It just make it interesting, man. They are. GPZ, what's good with it, my guy? How you feeling, bro? Loma might be done. I think so too. Real quick, just to speak on the Loma side of things, I think with his back being out of commission, or with his career resting in the balance of a back injury and whether or not it's severe or not, like that's shaky ground. Like I use as an example, if y'all remember Dimitri Pirog, the guy that gave Daniel Jacobs his first loss when he had knocked Danny Jacobs out. His career ended, I believe he was still in his 20s, and it was due to back injuries. So I know for a fact that them injuries, them shit's real. Like the back ain't nothing to play with when you got box and be athletic and move the way Loma like to move in and out. Like it's not a good situation once your back start giving you issues. So I think I'm gonna lean toward him, just it being a matter of time before he let that belt go, unless he take a farewell fight and then let it go after that. But I don't know. I think his back might do him in. At least he won't get the one-hitter quitter. Yeah, it's a good fight. Either one of them's a great fight for him because it's a real test for either guy, for all parties involved. It'll be good to see a Tank test itself against somebody with the skill set of Lomachenko. The same thing for Core. That'll be a technical chess match with Tank. Got the brutality factor looming there. So I think it's a good fight for either guy. Respectfully, I do. But let's keep rolling, man. I got these little clips. I'm going to play this interview.
I don't think Lomachenko wants to get in the ring with me, but I think he's a hell of a champion. I think even like right now, I respect his craft and what he do as a fighter, but my only issue is if you're going to get a IBF belt, be willing to fight the big fights, not just hold the belt. What are you holding the belt for? So I didn't really understand that part.
And I agree 1,000,000%. Look, Loma is always going to be a name because Shakur know full well. He say he respect his fighting style, his craft, and the shit he did for boxing. Just don't really see him wanting to get in the ring with him. And I think he might be right on that one. I just don't think I don't think we're going to see Loma in there. I don't think we're going to see Tank in there with Loma. I don't know. Again, the back injury for me is very concerning. And I think that's going to be one of the reasons that he find himself not in boxing no more. And you got to think he had a hell of an amateur career with 2 damn gold medals and then there 400 fights. And then you turn pro late, 26 years old. He don't have the most fight. Tank got more fights than him. Like, you get what I'm saying? He don't have a shit ton of fights, but he's an older guy than what people realize. And I think as a result, he going to find himself probably on the outs. But he had a hell of a career. If he don't fight another fight, he went out with a knockout win, looking spectacular to me against After Big Bob, I appreciate you, bro. Loma stop Cambosis. I would love to see him fight Tank Shakur. Me too. I'd have loved it. But Tim Layton, my guy, was good with it. And you know what, Big Bob, I know how the fighters feel. They be frustrated, but Shakur say something like that. He just don't want to fight him. I don't think he's scared of him. I can't really put my finger on it all the way with the Shakur situation. I just don't. I for sure thought that fight was going to happen with them both being on Top Rank, but nope. And then Tank negotiating, and then nope. So it's like we got gypped out of either of them fights. I don't think we're going to get him. I don't think he's scared of them guys because, I mean, he chose boxing. I don't think you be in boxing this long and testing yourself the way Loma's tested himself from very early in his career to be scared, right? But I do think it's a whole different ball game if you're talking about fighting a Tank Davis with potential back coming off a back injury, right? Or Shakur Stevenson as opposed to a Cambosis. It's a different, you get what I'm saying? I think it's a different assessment. It's something else to consider. You like, bro, can't play with them type of injuries, bro. I'm telling you, get in that fight and you hampered or hindered in any way and you can't be you, it's not going to be good for you for either one of those guys, bro. You're going to get embarrassed by Core. You most likely going to get administered some melatonin with Tank. So it'd be crazy. Back injury's not the end. Yeah, but this is the thing. What I'm saying to you, Kurt, what they're basing his comeback on is what his back situation is. And once that is a determining factor, like think of it this way, Kurt, it's one thing to say, like, I'm injured or I got an injury to my back, but as soon as it heals, I'm coming back, 100%. That's not the energy. The energy is like depending on how this back situation is for me, is going to determine whether or not I come back to the ring. So once it's like, you get what I'm saying? It's a little bit different than him as a fighter, like, nah, regardless of what, I'm 100% motivated. I'm going to heal. I'm going to come back. You got to think this dude, what is he, 36 now? So it's different. Like, and you got to think he was already talking about retiring even before he fought Kambosos, after Devin Haney, that them retirement talk started. So I think that's always been kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Then you think, do you fight one of those guys with 1 foot in, 1 foot out? Do you fight one of those guys with a back injury that could potentially decide your fate? That's my thing. And that's what it sounds like to me when they saying they got to see how it's going to look and all that. I'm like, nah, man. To me, you not beating those guys. And I think he probably knew that. Maybe he feel that way too, but we'll see. Damon was good with it. Because, Shakur did spar in Motown. What it do, my guy? You feeling? Like, what's good with it? Said pure golden. And let's keep rolling, man. So I'm with him on that one. I think they'll be good. Loma will always be a top tier fight for somebody, but if he ain't 100%, then it's a much different conversation.
Deep down inside, I don't think Floyd Schofield genuinely thinks he could beat me. He been in the ring with me before, and if you've been in the ring with me, I don't think nobody is comfortable with just genuinely thinking that they can beat me. I mean, it depends on Tank. It's like one day he wake up, he say, oh, he's gonna come whoop my ass, and the next day he wake up and he's like, oh, what have Shakur done? Oh, I'm gonna retire.
That should be funny. So that was the brief little clips, man. They asked him right there about the Tank fight. I mean, he pretty much saying it's on him. And he spoke about how he said, he's going to retire. But just to be fair, Shakur has said that same thing. He had that same type of little spaz out, had a little quick moment where he said something about retiring. He did double back and say he was being emotional, but it's fact and all, you still said it. So y'all both said that shit. And truth be told, I don't think either guy is retiring right now, because it's obviously too much more for them to be able to accomplish and other fights to be made. So I don't see either guy going nowhere right now at all. But we're going to keep rolling, man. We're going to get into this interview, man. That core did. Let's get to it, man. Y'all smash the like button too, man, if y'all have it. We're going to get into Floyd Schofield too, man. We're going to get into Floyd Schofield. It's in Camp Core and shit. Yeah, he is. Yes, Kurt was good.
In London, Shakur, it's good to see you again.
Something I hate about Corn Dev, they always act like a fighter ducking them, like who scared of them. Look, I'll say this, Kurt. I don't be thinking that these dudes be scared of each other per se, as far as being scared of another man. Some people think that, some fight fans think like that. As far as when it comes to Shakur, I mean, it's a proven fact that he had to hawk Oscar Valdez down because he wasn't adamant about getting in the ring with him until a situation happened over there in Top Rank with Crawford and Bob that kind of helped facilitate that move. So that, what I'm saying, that was a fight where he had to kind of chase a guy a little bit to a degree. And I hate to say that, but he had to pursue him heavily, to put it mildly, right? Then you get to 135 and you beat up Yoshino. And then you get to a De Los Santos who was like 5 on the list because you had like 4 straight guys say no. So if that's not ducking, when guys are saying, and I don't like the word, I just say dude is not being scared of him, but dudes are making excuses not to fight him. So when he say that, it's an absolute fact. We seen it at 135 when he got here. This is one of the only guys that, had to sit here and go through a multitude of different guys in his second fight at 135, and this is how we got to De Los Santos. So in real time, we've seen guys like Pitbull say no. You get what I'm saying? You've seen the Frank Martin situation fall by the wayside. You get what I'm saying? Lomachenko cool on the smoke, and he get all the way down. You see what Williams Zepeda is doing right now. That shit is just a fact. That's not me trying to make Shakur look like some boogeyman. It's not about him being scary or those guys being scared of him. He's a difficult puzzle to solve. And unless people feel like it's something really great in it for him, they're not doing it. Even with him having a belt, you still got people going other directions and not fighting him. That's just a fact. I don't know if you want to call it ducking or what, but when you lined up to fight somebody and you make an excuse not to fight him and fight a lesser guy and he running around with a title, it just don't look good. Now, think about it. De Los Santos stepped to the plate. You get what I'm saying? And that fight was what it was. Same thing. Then you get the Artem fight. The Artem fight, you know he got that because you're in your last fight on Top Rank, so they wasn't about to throw you no bone. But the fact of the matter is, if you've really been following his career, he ain't got to be a boogeyman. He just been one of the more avoided guys. You've heard all type of ignorant, foolish excuses just not to fight him. His style is, he born this. Like, you got some people that have pushed that he shouldn't fight Tank because his style is bad. Like, stupid shit. Like, the dumbest reasons not to fight this kid instead of just saying, you know what, I'm going to be the one to beat him. That's what I want to hear people say. You know what I'm saying? But let's get to this.
How are you? How are you finding the UK? How are you finding the weather?
I'm actually loving the UK. I'm loving the weather too. I live in Texas, so it's always hot. And I'm from Jersey, so it kind of remind me of like Jersey.
Nah, say
it
that
kind of
again.
remind. I'm from Jersey.
Say that again.
In Texas, so it's always hot. And I'm from Jersey, so it kind of remind me of like Jersey. My side of town. And honestly, I love it.
Julie's just told me it's your first time visiting London as well, so that was news to me. Obviously, with your amateur pedigree, I thought at some point you might have been over sooner.
Yeah, everybody say the same thing to me just because I traveled all around the world as a kid in the amateurs, but this is my first time here.
And your first Nando's, what was the review?
It was actually really good. I was talking a lot of shit before.
Yeah, I hate that, Kurt. Look, I try not to stop and I'm trying to play it through. I think for Devin, I think Teofimo might have had an opportunity to fight and didn't. And we seen that more recently this time around. I don't think guys are actively ducking him per se. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that. I hate the term, but like I said, when it came to Shakur, I really could highlight a timeline of dudes saying no for X, Y, and Z and him having to move down the list. So that shit is crazy. And then even while it happens, people will still be like, well, ain't nobody ducking him. What they talking? Ain't nobody scared of him. They clearly don't want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? Ray Davis, what it do? Jersey is in the building. What's good, my guy? Let's get back to this.
But then once I had it was really good.
In terms of talking that S word you've just mentioned, Floyd Schofield, he's had a lot to say in the build-up to this fight. What have you made of the trash talk in the build-up, and why do you feel like it's the right move for you at this stage in your career to share the ring with Floyd?
Honestly, it's just an exciting fight. You know, you got a young, hungry kid. It's not some old, washed-up guy that's want to win, but they don't got the body or the age to do it. So this is a hungry lion. He's talking. His dad is talking. They sound very confident online. So I wish that they was here in person so I could really see how confident they are.
Nah, Tank ain't duck nobody. There's nobody in boxing that could say they had a contract with Tank name on it or vice versa, and he said no to it and turned it down. Tank had told you out his mouth he ain't asked for certain fights, but that doesn't mean he's ducking these guys, right? And you've seen it as recent as with the Loma situation, his effort to give us a fight that we wanted. I don't think it's him ducking people as much as, people make it seem it's just deeper than that, but Tank, good banter. Yeah, it is. It's fun.
You think he's going to have a different energy when he comes face-to-face with you?
I think maybe, yeah, because when you do all that talking, you got to live up to the hype that you talk. So, yeah, I think the energy is going to be different, but we'll see.
He's not the name that many would have expected you to share the ring with in this fight. You've wanted those bigger names, no disrespect to Floyd. But what do you expect come fight night? What does he bring to the ring? What do you do to defeat him?
Honestly, Zepeda was my first pick. I would have loved to fight Zepeda, but now we here with Schofield. That's the next best available option. What do I do to beat him? Just be myself. Go in there and perform. And my goal is to steal the show, so that's what I'm here for.
I have to ask as well, Shakur, a certain Joe Cordina, he's remained vocal after this fight was announced with Floyd. A little bit disappointed on his own behalf. He's not sharing ring with you. As far as he's aware, there were talks in the background. He was a bit surprised to see the Floyd fight announced. What can you tell me? Was the Cordina fight revisited at all after after you previously had to pull out for injury?
Honestly, I think Cordina is a hell of a fighter. I don't got nothing too bad to say. I always thought me and him was a good fight, but truthfully, I'm into the fights that the fans want to see, and the fans didn't want to see me versus Cordina. Everybody shitted on the fight. They thought it was a horrible fight. When they saw that I was fighting Schofield, they got more excited about the fight because he's an undefeated, young, hungry lion, and he's a natural 135-pounder. A lot of people think as though Cordina is a 130-pounder, which truthfully I don't believe. I think he's actually a 35-pounder, and he will feel better at the weight. But just because it's not happening right now don't mean it ain't going to happen. So in the future, it probably will happen.
In terms of the future for yourself, I know it's one fight at a time, but are there plans to try and revisit the Zepeda fight? But I've also seen the reports that Zepeda and Farmer
Who wouldn't want to fight the best?
discussing a rematch.
Nah. I don't know about no rematch. As far as I know, me and Zepeda should be next, and I should have the biggest fight at the end of the year as far as what I heard. So hopefully that happens, and right now I'm really just focused on Floyd Schofield, though.
The biggest fight for you being Tank Davis, I assume?
Yeah, I think so.
What did you make of Tank's previous comments where he wasn't too impressed by your CV and he quashed the rumours and the reports of you two potentially fighting each other because he didn't, for himself, see the value in it?
He just don't seem like a real. I'm a real. No disrespect to you, but I'm a real person. I'm not gonna go up there and act like Tank is not a good fighter. I think Tank is a hell of a fighter. I think he's special. What he does with his talents is amazing to see. I love the way he boxes. But truthfully, same way he asks, what have I done for the sport of boxing? I think he should look in the mirror and ask himself the same question, because it's like, what have you done? Even the guys you knocked out, they all been on a weight clause, weight drain. It looked good to the public and to the people that don't know. But I'm a fighter, I know what's going on. I know what you're doing. You're taking the less talented fighters and putting them in the ring with yourself and making them look as though they are on this level, but they're not. So until he fight an elite level fighter, I don't want to hear nothing from him.
Like, you're not too impressed by his fight with Lamont Roach.
Honestly, I actually like Lamont. I think Lamont is a hell of a fighter, and I think he's going to shock a lot of people. But, I just think that, okay, let's say, right, he act like he couldn't get a lot of people in the ring, right? Why didn't he try to get an Edwin De Los Santos? Why wouldn't that be the fight that you want? Since you want to talk bad about me, fight somebody that I fought. Go ahead. And you talk bad about my performance during it, so go outperform me.
He seems to have a name, Shakur, that
as far as that, I don't think that fight is bad as much as the opportunity would be bad because of the circumstances. Like I said this before, I never thought De Los Santos would have been a realistic option for Tank because the only thing he did was lose to Shakur in a stinker of a fight. And he ain't did absolutely nothing since then but be injured and be on the sideline. So I never realistically thought Tank would fight him. And as far as, I'm not going to go too crazy because Shakur said, fight somebody I fought. Tank said the man is a G League fighter, pretty much. He said Shakur need to go fight. He said, UFC got the underground. Yeah, he need to go fight somewhere else, prove himself. And then, there's just be shit talking for the most part. That's why I don't trip on it. But I pay attention to the shit that I think got substance. That was good with it, bro. As far as the criticism of the opponents, man, it's the same criticism that a lot of other people had. For me, I ain't gonna say all his opponents been on weight clauses. I think the ones that was way bigger than him was on weight clauses. Obviously, 6 foot Barrios. that's now fighting at welterweight and is a champion up there. You get what I'm saying? You have Ryan Garcia, who you see how big he get on the catch weight. And then to my knowledge, I think that was it. So I think that's a bit of an exaggeration when people say all the people he fought was on weight classes. My issue has always been the same thing, and I'm not taking up for Tank. This is just me being real. I don't care if Shakur can have his opinion. I'm just going to call it how I see it. You had two guys on them weight clauses, and both of them guys was big-ass dudes. You get what I'm saying? And anybody that wants to fight Tank, you should entertain it at 135. This is why the fight between these two got to happen, because I think they're the best two there. You get what I'm saying? And you know it ain't going to have no weight calls involved. It's not going to be none of that. It's just going to be a fight, and I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it wouldn't make no sense. But B-Dog, you got to think, bro. We talk boxing every day, all day, analyze the ins and outs. He's just throwing shit out there in real time, right? He's just throwing something out there. You get what I'm saying? It's the same shit Tank could do on his side, right? He just throws shit out there. Like that. That's just what they do. But I don't think it's a bad fight. The circumstances on which he would be taking the fight if he fought him like next or something would be bad. De Los Santos would need to do something to even put himself in position for it even to make sense. Because all he did, like I said, is lose to Shakur in a bad fight and ain't been back since. So let's keep going.
When you're talking, it excites you because, you know, in boxing, it's one of the biggest fights that can be made alongside Canelo Crawford. The Haney Garcia rematch is also a massive fight now because of everything that's gone on there. Yourself and Tank's probably one of the top 3 or 4 fights that can be made. How exciting of a prospect is that in your own mind, though, that you could be involved in a fight like that within the sport?
Honestly, I think me and Tank is the biggest fight. I think it's stylistically something that
I like what he's saying.
Over time, like over the years, you had like the Ali, the Frazier, like power versus skill versus defense. You want to see the guy that, with all the power, very aggressive, fight the guy with the defense and got the IQ. And we want to see how good Tank is too. Like, we don't really know how good he is. Yes, he looked good with the people that he's in front of, but how good is he? And the same thing could go for me too. Like, you could say like, oh, I haven't been in the ring with a Tank Davis caliber.
Let me run it back because I know
yes,
people,
he looked good with.
I know people be about to, like, they hear him critique, they hear any Tank critiques, they be about to lose their mind. Let me so you can hear exactly.
Got the IQ, and we want to see how good Tank is too. Like, we don't really know how good he is. Yes, he looked good with the people that he's in front of, but how good is he? And the same thing could go for me too. Like, you could say like, oh, I haven't been in the ring with a Tank Davis caliber of fighter, so why not find out? Let's see. It's a question mark for both of us. Let's make it happen.
I think that's one of the realest statements that could be made. I'm not staying stuck on what his personal criticisms is of what Tank's level of opposition is. He just sat up here and told you the same thing could be said about me. I ain't been in there with a Tank Davis caliber opponent, so why not? Let's see. And that's just where it's at. I don't know about the ins and outs. I can't work out their business for them, but I like that kind of energy. Don't oversell a fight that's already there for the taking, right? Just put yourself in position and make the fight. You know what I'm saying? And get the people what they want. Make the fight that you said you want. You call this fight your Super Bowl. You get what I'm saying? I like the thought of that, and go get you your Super Bowl fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Damon, what it do, man? Yeah, man. He was right on point right there. Don't mess with Texas was good, because it wouldn't have been complete if he didn't speak on himself as well. Because, you know, people got plenty of questions for him. Plenty of people don't think he's special. They like, I don't see it. Like, he got to show me. Gertz was good with it. Motown, what up with it? So I like what he said right there. I like it. Matter of fact, let me run it back a little bit. I like what he said.
How exciting of a prospect is that in your own mind, though, that you could be involved in a fight like that within the sport?
Honestly, I think me and Tank is the biggest fight. I think it's stylistically something that over time, like over the years, you had like the Ali, the Frazier, like power versus skill versus defense. You want to see the guy that, with all the power, very aggressive, fight the guy with the defense and got the IQ. And we want to see how good Tank is too. Like, we don't really know how good he is. Yes, he looked good with the people that he's in front of, but how good is he? And the same thing could go for me too. Like, you could say like, oh, I haven't been in the ring with a Tank Davis caliber of fighter, so why not find out? Let's see. It's a question mark for both of us. Let's make it happen.
I just love that. I love that statement right there, man, because that's genuine, man. That's real. That's accountability on both sides. Look, we got questions, and you know how we get those questions answered? We fight each other. There's nothing better than that. people gonna stay stuck up on, you know, or what he said about the opponents, but they do the same shit over and over. So I don't come to the defense of who Tank fought. I don't care. I know I want to see this fight. You know what I'm saying? And that's what need to happen. As far as him saying he don't know how good Tank is, I mean, why? Because I could say that makes sense, right? Because you heard Calvin Ford say it time and time again. You ain't seen the best of him. You ain't seen nobody bring the best out of him. You're still waiting for somebody to press the button. You heard Lorenzo Truck Simpson doing an interview telling people they still ain't seen nothing yet. They still ain't seen the best of Tank. So when he say you just don't know how good, yeah, I think that's fair. And the same goes for him. But I think a ton of questions get answered, or several, should I say, not to exaggerate, several questions get answered the night they fight each other on both sides. And that's why you got to want to see this type of fight.
I'm surprised, Shakur, as well, that we had the award ceremony on Saturday. Didn't see any videos of you crossing paths with Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez. I know they're a weight above you now, but still in your kind of eyesight, still fights you want at some point in your career?
Honestly, I used to be the person. I used to be kind of cool with a lot of people, but as you get older, you start to realize money changed these guys. Like, these guys don't act the same as they used to act. I remember being at Nationals with these guys a long time ago, and like, it was regular. It was always good vibes, good energy. Even if we had to fight, everything was good. It was never like how it is now. So now I just keep my distance. I mind my business, stay to myself. When I cross paths with them, I just keep it moving.
You put it down to, in your opinion, when money changes people, or is it ego amongst? Because at one point you was all talked about being the four greats of this generation compared to the past. So is it ego which is getting in the way as well?
Yeah, ego. You know, that's what happens when you make money. You make money, and then your ego becomes very high, and you start to feel like you're better than everybody else. And that's what I see from a lot of these fighters now. And you knew them back in the day, but they're not the same person that they used to be.
There's a couple of fights I want to get your thoughts on before we wrap this up. Benavidez Morel, February 1st, a fantastic fight.
With that, so that was the gist of what he was saying. I like the answers that he gave here. You know, it's not, as fighters, they always gonna critique each other, take their little subtle jabs, but overall, you sat up here and heard this man give him his just due and say how he a hell of a fighter, amazing talent, X, Y, and Z. You can't say more than that. I think I like that energy, because don't downplay the guy that you will call your biggest fight. Don't downplay the guy that you essentially want credit for if you fight him and beat him, right? You get what I'm saying? Even if you lose to him, you still gonna want credit, because you're gonna know you fought a damn good fighter. So I like what he was saying here. I know people gonna take different approaches to it, but for me, this how you should talk. You know, all that extra shit, you don't even need it, man. It just is what it is, man. You know that's a fight that you want. I don't like to hear you say stuff like you don't need them. You get what I'm saying? Because that's obvious. Y'all both could continue your careers and make y'all money without fighting each other, but that'd be a missed opportunity on both sides. So I would never push that. So it's not really about a need. You should want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? With it being your biggest fight, which you've been on record saying that, you should definitely want to fight him. God's child, what's going on, fam? How you feeling? Let's keep rolling, man. We's gonna keep on rolling. I gotta get to we gotta get to Young Sko, man, because Young Sko was supposed to be at the presser yesterday, and he wasn't there. And remember, I had my criticism for him. Pardon me, this should look a little blurry. I don't know why, but maybe it'll clear up. But the media training and improve are not the same. Yeah. Tank duck slick back fighters. Nah, I don't think he duck slick back fighters. I mean, shit, name the slick back fighters. And then, you know, if you had to ask those fighters what they ducked by him, they couldn't even tell you that. That's a fact. You get what I'm saying? Steph, my guy, was good with it. Schofield blocked me on Instagram because I say he's scared because they ain't show up. Yeah, so this is why I'm getting to this. Shout out to Punch Drunk Boxing, because he had interviewed the Schofields, and they had talked a bit about why they missed the trip over there in London, why they wasn't able to make it. Remember, I had my criticisms, but I reserved some judgment. I said maybe they got some type of good excuse as to why they didn't make it, but I'm gonna let y'all hear it and y'all decide whether y'all rocking with the excuses to why they said they didn't make it to London. You know, so let's get to it.
Yeah, you know, in the boxing world, we're hearing a lot of these relationships, boxers and the women, and
You know what I'm saying?
I keep my private life private. You know, I don't gotta worry about that.
All right, because even people, people was like, because we all know that Pops got a history in the past. You know what I'm saying? He been in the can before, and people was like, damn, is this the situation where, like, remember when Bill Haney couldn't go to Australia? Damn, it was that he can't get a passport. Was it that? That's what people. There's people that saying that online and stuff like that. I think that maybe you couldn't make it to London.
I was getting sent regardless. My dad was sending me regardless, so I was gonna go by myself.
Yeah, I wasn't even going for this one. I had my co-manager already. He was there. Golden was there. So.
All right, for the people you already know. So stop saying what y'all saying. All right, we clear that one out. All right. But man, this was a epic press conference, an epic weekend out there in London with the Ring magazine and everybody, man. Shit, man. I wish y'all would have been out there, man.
It's all good. We're gonna be out there when we win that goddamn title. They can't stop us from getting that title no matter what things they put.
But y'all got the passport. Y'all figuring it out to go to rehab season, right? To go to
yeah. That's straight. We'll have that passport in 2 weeks. Everything is good.
So what y'all gotta say about Shakur Stevenson saying that y'all had that you got cold feet? That's the reason why you ain't show up.
Remember, y'all, I ain't cook them too bad. I ain't really cook them. I just said it was a missed opportunity, and I always held some judgment, reserved some judgment, because I said maybe he got a good reason as to why he didn't make it. But y'all decide in a second, because
I didn't watch.
I know Kid will swim out there if he has to. He will swim out there, Shakur.
Kid swim out.
I didn't watch it because they turned it on, but I was just so pissed off that I couldn't be there because that's a big moment. So I was like, I ain't watching this, yo. I didn't watch it at all. But my phone was blowing up saying, Shakur saying you got scared. And in my head, I'm like, of
what? You say you got scared.
Like, forget the press conference, all that other stuff. I wanted to go to London because that's one of my top places I want to see. It's been since I was a kid, ever since I watched the Austin Power movies. So, like, I always wanted to go to London. But hearing that, I'm like, scared of what? Like, he's not no threat to nobody. So I wanted to look him face to face, but I didn't get the chance to. So he gonna see me fight night. He see me fight night. I hope he keep the same energy because I don't know.
I think
he talking his talk. So look, we heard what Core said. He didn't say that he was scared of him. He said, don't get cold feet. Say, you got a lot going on, but just show up. So you saying you're gonna be there fight night. So let's see it, man. But at least the young man is acknowledging that it was a missed opportunity. And he said that was one of his places that he wanted to visit. So, that's the opportunity that he definitely wanted to be a part of. So good. Kudos to him for realizing the opportunity that was missed.
First also was
clearly didn't watch the press conference.
They had the Ring Magazine Award.
And he say shit about being scared.
And the impression was that, man, Kid is staying in the States training. You taking a little break, huh? And people was like, oh, Shakur Stevenson just taking with a 3-day break without training and in a big fight like this.
And just a quick correction, Shakur ain't taking no 3-day break. Shout out to Punch Drunk. He must don't be paying attention because that man, one of the first things he did was ask, where's the gym at? He said, I need a gym ASAP. And shortly after, I seen him in the gym getting work. So if you think he out there and he ain't working, you clearly got him messed up. But I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt yesterday. Y'all heard me say that maybe he just training, right? And that's what they basically saying, but it's still a reason why they saying they didn't make it there. Cheap Wildfire was good with it. Yeah, right. We gonna play.
Is he looking past you? That he want to take breaks?
How is he taking?
Nah. It was all mandatory for all of us to go.
Yes.
For him, it was mandatory for everybody to go. So we glad it worked out like that. Due to them trying to sabotage us, they gave us more camp time while they out there taking pictures and smiling.
Who tried to sabotage them though? Corey?
we grinding and working. Their ass in trouble, Punch. They can't do nothing. They nervous. They trying everything.
I can't wait to get my hands on him.
Man, how motivated? Kid, every time.
Kid said, I can't wait to get my hands on him.
It goes from the nice guy to the more serious. The older he get, the more serious. The more he wants to rip somebody's head off, man. I can even feel the energy from here, man. That's what you're trying to do, man. You trying to rip Shakur Stevenson's head off?
You gotta take it to an account that You know, it's been a long camp. You know, I've been away from my son. You know, I missed his first Christmas. You know, his first New Year's. So like,
Oh damn.
all this ain't going in vain. So it's like somebody got to pay. And then on top of that, I don't like the guy. So like I've said,
When you say you not liking him, you
I
used to
don't
like
I
him.
don't like him. I don't like him.
You
at
used to
all.
like him.
Hey yo,
Is it
He said he don't like him. They don't like him no more. What happened, kid? That used to be your favorite fighter. You don't remember those multiple posts you was putting up calling him one of the greatest fighters? Saying that's your favorite fighter in all of boxing? What happened that quick? What happened? It was all good just a week ago. Oh, you ain't get to see your boo-boo stink for his first Christmas. Now you mad at Core. So y'all out here missing y'all press conference and somehow his Core got paid. I like that though, man. Harness the energy, young man. Harness the energy because you gonna need it. Think you the only one fighting with kids, bro? That shit ain't gonna be enough. It's a cute story, though. I like it. I respect it because I'm a pop myself, you know. Never really officially had a trainer outside of senior. I know Ronnie, he was renting Ronnie's opinions.
big change punch?
It's
Remember
a big
back in the day?
change, man. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a big change, man.
He don't like Core
Yo,
no
you don't
more.
like
He pissed off.
But you know what? As a boxing fan, I think that's what we like. That's what we want more. We don't want to see these friends in boxing. I mean, it's all cool. You had, this past, y'all sparred, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you already said what you said in the past. You're not gonna keep on saying it how you looked up to him. You was young, you know what I'm saying? You was 17.
I was supposed to.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I like the energy. I like the eye of the tiger. Do you
Keep in mind, he about to fight his favorite fighter. I don't give a damn what you don't like no more. You said that shit multiple times. I've seen you take time out of your day to make a full-blown Instagram post talking about how good he is and how this is your favorite fighter in boxing. You literally a fan. Shakur is literally fighting his fan on the 22nd. No disrespect. I'm just going off of what he said. You don't like him no more, but you said this was your favorite fighter.
Do you think that he's overlooking you though?
Nah, he respect me, and I know he do. You know, he could put on his act for the fans and whatnot, but I feel like he respect me, and I feel like he working hard. If he not, that's on him, because that ain't gonna stop me from training hard. If you want to overlook me, slack off, that's on you. But I hope he in that gym training hard, because I'm telling you. Yeah.
Do you have any? Is there any pressure? Is there any pressure for you leading up to this fight? Because I think that he's the massive favorite, right? And he's the one that's accomplished. I think that people has put a lot of pressure on him in terms of performance, of lack of performance to the level of what we feel he should be performing, because of his skill set. Do you feel there's any pressure on you, or all the pressure's on him?
I don't go in that ring with pressure, because like I always say, at the end of the day, no matter how a person goes in there and what happens in that fight, you're going back home to your family and your friends. Like, that's all I care about. As long as I make it out that ring safe and victorious, I'm good. So I don't feel no pressure. I feel like Shakur got all the pressure because, he the one that got to look good. But I'm coming in to win. This ain't just about, just money and for the win. This is something I can get in my son. One day my son can go to school, be like, yo, my dad did this. So it's more than just the belt and the win. On top of that, I really want to put my hands on him. So,
He really want to put his hands on Corey. I like this energy. That's why we wanted him at the presser, because he looked like he a little agitated, man. I like this version of the kid also. I ain't gonna lie. He like, I really want to put my hands on him. I don't like him no more. I really don't like the guy. But you still a fan, bro. You can't get out of the way. You can't get away.
Hey, that's the name of the game, bro. That's the name of the game, the hurt game. What type of victory would satisfy you versus Shakur Stevenson? I think a lot of people that believe that he's gonna win is not gonna stop you. It's not gonna knock you out. I know that you're not gonna give up the game plan, but what type of victory is going to satisfy? Not victory, because of course you already manifesting a victory, but what type of performance Is performance the key, or he's just trying to get the victory because it's Shakur Stevenson is an elite fighter? Is performance the
Right.
key?
That's why he
Is how
should
you're
have
gonna
been
win,
there.
or you just trying to get the W?
You're just gonna make
Look,
Shakur show us.
I'm just gonna
shit,
go in
right?
there, listen to my coach's game plan, do what I gotta do, and just come out victorious. At the end of the day, this is all about respect for me. I just want to gain respect from the fans. I want to gain respect from him. So this is about respect.
Keyshawn Davis had an interview yesterday. He said that of course he's gonna pick his guy. He's working with Shakur Stevenson, to beat you as well. And he said that, he did say that is great for you guys to get this type of fight. It's good for your family. It's good for generational wealth and things of that nature. But that Shakur Stevenson is going to beat you. That you're way out of your class. Paraphrasing. What do you have to say with not just Keyshawn Davis, but a lot of people that echoes his opinion?
Oh, that's good because Keyshawn next. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, had that opinion because he next. But anybody who had that opinion, that's on them. That's their opinion. Who am I to tell them that their opinion is wrong? If they feel that way, they feel that way.
He said
I'm just going there to do my job, make it out that ring safe and come back to my family. So, everybody's opinion is their opinion. I ain't gonna crap on nobody's opinion. So they feel that way, cool. It motivates me more to prove them wrong. So, like I said, I hope I get respect from them after the fight too. So we shall see.
And this ain't, of course, you're gonna get paid lovely,
man.
but this ain't about money for you right now. This is about legacy.
He really could.
This is about glory.
My guy was good.
This is about cement.
So he kept it out his mind. David was good, fan. Oh man, pardon me, y'all. Let me get it back. Give me a second. Y'all smash that like button. Yeah, I like his energy. He's saying all the right stuff to me. He ain't saying nothing wrong. That's how you stand on your word. That's what he doing. I like his energy a lot. You know what I'm saying? It take two to fight, and it don't sound like he trying to sell us the fight or anything like that. So I could appreciate what he's saying. He's just confident. He like, I want to prove people wrong. I want their respect. He said Keyshawn next. I like the energy. I ain't mad at it at all. I ain't. He said he coming for his respect. You know what I'm saying? Young kid is coming for his respect, man. Platt Boy, my guy, was good with his pops. Don't need to be in every damn scene. Yeah, right.
Bro, we hearing a
lot. My bad, Jim. Let me get it back.
Keyshawn Davis had an interview yesterday.
Yeah, had that opinion.
Of course, you're gonna get paid lovely, but this ain't
opinion. So they feel that way, cool. It motivates me more to prove them wrong. So like I said, I hope I get respect from them after the fight too. So we shall see.
And this, of course, you're gonna get paid love.
After Core give you that lesson and shit, he definitely gonna go over there and shake your hand. It's gonna be love. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it personal, bro. Like when you took to school and you understand that it's levels and shit different at that stage, it's gonna be all good. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be all love after the fight. You know what I'm saying? Dodge Light was good. He said any skilled big man will beat a skilled little man. Who a skilled big man? Who big in this situation? Kid Austin? The muscles don't make them muscles don't mean nothing. The muscles might be the muscles gonna work against
money for you right now. This is about legacy.
Bigger man.
This is about glory.
The muscles gonna work against him. I just seen
legacy for yourself and then on top of that, to keep your career going.
I like him talking
for the people. I'm just asking for the people. Is this a money grub or
the muscles, man? Almost backfired.
I'm gonna beat the crap out of him.
Last time,
legacy. The money is gonna come. Anyway, as I keep on winning, keep on rising, money don't come. Money is not the priority.
Look, this ain't about money. I'm 22. Money's always gonna be there. I got years ahead of me to make a lot of money. So this is about chasing legacy. Being a three-time world champion at 22 years old. When half the world, most of the world is doubting you. I mean, how much better can it get? So I'm just excited. I'm excited. This ain't for no money. It's great money.
The muscles.
Can't lie. But, at the end of the day, money always going to be there no matter what you do and no matter what field you're in. So,
Yo, Pops, you
money will be there, but the question is you going to make it to the money? Yeah, money will be there, but you got to make it to the money. And part of being able to make it to the money is getting through difficult fights like the one you taking. That's why I tip my hat to him for even accepting a fight like this. But I don't see no shock the world moment coming from him. I don't see it. I seen the way Renee Garone was giving him hell, and I just think it's Shakur's levels above that guy. And you know, styles make fights. I just think he's gonna be too smart for the young man, but we'll see.
You've been holding the mitts. You've been
Right.
Pops. You've been holding the mitts for your son ever since yay high. So you know exactly when his power is increasing, how sharp he is from when he
My
from
pips,
2 years
first you
ago
and yours.
to
What day
to,
you talking
to
about?
yesterday or today if you had training. How does his power feel while you hitting the mitts with your son?
Wait till you see him hit Shakur. Y'all gonna see.
D1
Y'all gonna
was
see.
good with it.
Firsthand.
Y'all gonna see.
Nah, I think it's
There's a $10
How's the growth?
chat.
How's the growth?
There was a
downloaded
$10
it.
chat though, real
It
fast.
just ended up
They were
coming
saying
out
about
broke.
training in Vegas and everything else like that. We got it down, Pat. We got a nice system with high elevation equipment.
I know that voice anywhere.
So we can train at any elevation we're at, no matter where we at. We could go as high as we want. So we're not worried
Facts
about
behind
the
the hands,
elevation.
facts, bro.
Well, my fault,
My
HLD. I didn't see that. Shout out to HLD in the building. He said, "Hey, champ, some insight. You should train in Vegas as it has the same altitude as Saudi Arabia of 2,000 feet compared to San Antonio, 650 feet above the sea, to acclimate to the oxygen levels for endurance."
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate that. He's so right. Anybody
Picasso,
that's gonna train in Saudi should be training in.
money
If
always
they
gonna
don't
be
got
there.
high
Just
altitude
wanna
equipment, they
these
should be
savages
training in
out there
Vegas.
that's not
So,
This is a good fight.
life.
are y'all going to Saudi Arabia? If y'all going to Saudi Arabia like on fight week, or like you gonna get there like 2 weeks before? What's gonna be the plan?
We don't know. It all depends. It all depends on what the team say. We're asking them say their move. We hoping that it be like 2 weeks before, but it still come down to them and the Prince when they want us there. But trust me, it ain't gonna be no problem for us. This fight is not that tough of a fight. People gonna lose a lot of money on Shakur. They're gonna lose a lot of money on Shakur, man.
Hey yo, anybody that's trying to bet on the fight, man, bet on Kid. You gonna win a lot of money. You gonna get out.
Nah. Bet on Shakur. I want y'all
I'm
to be
saying,
mad. I want them to be
you
mad
gotta
at
bet on
Shakur.
you. They gonna get
No. Because if they bet on Shakur, that means they had doubt. So bet on him. I want y'all to be mad. So next time, y'all, it's a learning lesson.
But I do think that the pressure is on him more than
This shit
more than
sound
you.
funny.
I think with you, the sentiment, the overall sentiment is that, you know what I'm saying, that you're gonna be the guy with the upset. So everything is an upsize for you. Like a lot of people even see this more as a if you don't again, you're manifesting the win. I'm just saying what most people may be saying, right? People feel like if you don't get stopped, there's still a win-win situation. I know y'all don't see it like that, but I think that all the pressure is on Shakur Stevenson. Do you
Yeah,
add any
Mr.
pressure
Improv, he
for
gonna F
yourself?
around and find out.
Do I add what?
Add any pressure?
Nah.
I mean, I ain't looking for no win-win. I'm looking for the win. You know, you lose. I don't. If you lose to Shakur, that's even worse. So I'm not looking for no win-win. I'm going there to win. Simple
Yeah, the
that.
butcher. I like what he's saying.
Do you want people to even stop that talk? Like,
I
what
don't
y'all
got a
mean?
problem.
Like, if
Nothing he said.
if I don't get knocked out, it's a win-win. You don't. Do you like that talk when people are saying it? Like they're already vicariously looking at it. Like if you're going to lose, and it's just how you're going to lose going to determine how your stock is going to rise or drop.
I've never been the one to tell people how they should think and what they should say.
You just hope people to say how to bet.
Nah, that I was just joking around, but like I ain't
know.
to do all that. So that's them. At the end of the day, I'm going there. I'm fighting for me. So I ain't for this fight, I ain't fighting for nobody else but me. So yeah, they can keep that talk all they want.
So the trainers on your side. Who you got working with you, Dad? Who you got
Here we
working
go.
with you to
It's just me and my boy this camp. I sent everybody home because I don't know who to trust, and we're gonna lock it in and go knock Shakur on out, just like we was gonna do in the first place. We don't.
So they don't know they've been getting snaked in camp, bro. Like people been snaking them. What happened to Young Skull and them? Like what? They got a snake in the camp, bro. They got a mole in the camp. They got a mole in the camp.
Dad, who you got working with you to
It's just me and my boy this camp. I sent everybody home because I don't know who to trust, and we're gonna lock it in and go knock Shakur on out, just like we was gonna do in the first place. We don't need all the extra people.
So it's just you, Kid, and the cut man. Not even the cut man.
That's right. Me,
Ain't even
King.
gonna be no cut, man. You really, man, my son
Cut
gonna be a
man for
cut.
what? For what? No, man.
Now we gonna have our cut, man.
Stop it now. Stop it. Hey, stop it. Even Floyd Mayweather got the best cut man
I'm
in
just joking
the
around.
game.
Nah, we
That-
ready to punch. We ready.
All right, man. So I'll be the court. I'll be the cut man for you. You know what I'm saying? I put some Vaseline. I'll get the eye.
You know, I hate how it look. Let me take this off the screen. I just hate how it look. I'll just play the audio. I do not like how blurry. It did not look like that. Let's keep going though.
All right, man. So I'll be the court. I'll be the cut man for you. You know what I'm saying? I put some Vaseline. I'll get the eye, the ice. I'll be the Mike Bassel.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. We got 10 more minutes, punch.
All right. Have y'all?
Yeah, he slipped that in there, B-Dog. Cut man for what? Okay. Okay. Last time y'all sparred, you was about to poop yourself, young man. Now you talking, keep that same energy. The muscles, trying to tell you, just because it look like when you go into the gym, you eat the weights, don't mean you gonna win the fight, bro. You know, muscle Mandela. That shit ain't gonna work. Your little young ass gonna get chopped up. Muscles had you gasping for air in your last fight, missing stools and all type of shit. Rene Guerrero had his pops about to have a damn brain aneurysm in the ring, bro. He was screaming on him like no other. He was screaming on Kid Austin so bad in that last fight, bro. I had people asking me, yo, why you talking to his son like that, Just? I'm like, yo, I have no idea. People started hitting me, asking me, yo, why you talking to his son like that? I'm like, man, he ain't handling business. So that's Rene Guerrero. Had that man about to, like, you know, lose his mind in there, bro. He was stressing in the ring. So you telling me you gonna get in there with Core gonna have Pop's whole head of hair, all his dreads gonna be gray, bro. All his dreads gonna be gray come fight night, bro. Muscle Mandela gonna get his little ass chopped up. Shakur gonna run no 315. What fights did he run in? Did he run in his last fight? They say that all the time, man. They say that shit all the time, but they can't show me the fights where he be running at. I be trying to find them. I still be trying to find them. Al Booker, what's good with it? Yeah. Muscle Mandela ain't gonna win his little cause he go in the gym and eat the weights. That shit ain't gonna win no fight. And you out here, and you bogus. You out here, so you sent all the trainers home. It's only you and your son working. Yo, y'all was stressing out with Rene Guerrero, bro. You was about to like throw a fit. Y'all out here pulling the stool from under the young man. He falling on his ass. Y'all was gonna create Corey gonna have you with a whole head of gray. By the 6th round, whole head you're gonna be stressing in there. Now I'm just talking shit, bro. I'm having fun. I think Kid Austin early will be the most entertaining early, but I think as time wear on, I do think the muscles will cost him. I've seen it in his last fight. That was his first 12-rounder. He didn't look equipped to deal with that 12-rounder. I don't see his gas tank just being improved drastically from one fight to the next. Maybe Guerrero was a different challenge physically for the young lad, but still, ultimately, he set a pace and he found himself tired and he got dropped in the fight. You get what I'm saying? He got dropped in the fight. But I like the way Kid Austin is talking. He handled his interview beautifully. Shout out to Punch Drunk, man. He did a hell of a job, man. And his dad did a good job allowing him to talk, bro. You already know. That's my guy. But I'm just talking some shit though, because I like Kid Austin, bro, and I'll support him win, lose, or draw, bro. If he win, he gonna get his just due for a week. If he win, Big Soldier would it do? Kid gonna it stopped. Kid in for a damn real boxing lesson, man. Y'all keep dismissing him as a threat, but the way you talked about him before this point, you would have thought that you was in awe with the skill set. Even after y'all sparred him, the way you talked about him, and now all of a sudden all of that go out the window because you about to fight him. Nah, you still a fan, bro.
To the excellency.
Ain't no way.
I had a conversation with Turkey on Shape.
Not yet, but we will once we get there.
Y'all smash that like button, man. Sub to the channel if you haven't, man. Keep rocking, support the ground.
What type of did it give you a motivation or inspiration to be the fighter of the year? Because I think that was great for the sport of boxing. I don't think a lot of people in sports doesn't really showcase the boxers like that. We don't see a bunch of fighters with the tuxedos like in a gala. I think that was a beautiful thing that happened this week. That's why I wish that you was out there. But what you feel, the importance or the of Turkey Al-Sheikh in the sport of boxing. What do you feel about him?
I mean, I don't really know him. I can't really speak on him. Once I get to meet him, I'll get to meet him. But as far as what I'm seeing now, he's doing a pretty decent job with these fighters and making these big fights. But like I said, I haven't met him yet, so I can't determine that. But from what I see, he's doing a pretty good job of putting on these fights. So.
Okay, kid.
The closer that the fight goes and the camp is going, has anybody that felt like it wasn't a good idea to take this fight? Have they now, been seeing you training or get some information on how training is going? Shout out to Oscar De La Hoya, shout out to Bernard Hopkins, Eric Gomez, the team and Golden Boy Promotions have, in the beginning, of course, some of them thought that maybe the timing was not right, but they did support you in getting the fight, and you daring to be great. How do they feel now?
I mean, I don't care how they feel. I'm going there and fight.
Kid is locked in.
Like, to be honest, yeah, they're my promoters and whatnot, but at the end of the day, they're not fighting for me. So, I mean, yeah, it's cool to have concern and whatnot, but you're not the one in the ring for me. If I feel like I want to go do it, I'm going to go do it. So, like I said, I don't really care what they think. If they still got that mentality, that's on them. So, but I got a job at hand that I got to handle, so.
Mm-hmm.
How's the health of the?
I like that he ignoring the outside noise. Basically, he know what it is. They basically outright admitted that this shit is too soon. And your promoter also said your dad wanted it more than you, pretty much. He said your dad is the one that really wanted to fight. All I'm gonna say, if there's any truth to that, and then he ain't misspeak, because Oscar just be going sometimes, and maybe he ain't realize what he said, but maybe he misspoke. But if it's any truth that the dad wanted it more than the son, for me, I don't think that's a good sign. I think that the fighter need to want it more than the father, because he obviously is the one that got to prove it. He got to win the fight. As much as I like his attitude that he think is no pressure on him and it's all on Shakur, but shit, you got to go in there and show that you something. You got to put up some type of fight. So you got some type of pressure on you to perform because you're in there with a real fighter. So, but I like the fact that you don't look at it as pressure. You look like it. You feel as though all the pressure is on him. So maybe you'll just go out there and you feel like you playing with house money. Like even if you lose, you won't lose. So maybe that's how you see it. But I don't see just, the athleticism could be tricky early, right? To jump in and out until you get the timing and cadences down. But once I see that, once he get his rhythm, man, I can see the separation and talent start to show in this fight. But Kid Austin is not a trash fighter or nothing like that. He worked extremely hard. And I said this before. Anything he might lack with, in experience and, maybe skills, he make up for it and work. He worked hard, but we seen it kind of work against him in his last fight where the muscles almost backfire. So I know he definitely gonna fight back. He gonna, especially early, I expect him to see if I expect to see him on the front foot early, or at least trying to be. But it's interesting because Shakur said when he sparred him, he was just moving around a lot. Like he was doing a lot of moving. He wasn't really standing still. Like, so he was like sounding like he was trying to box with him. So I don't know if that was by design, but I don't think that's his best method of beating him, in my opinion. Like if you're just gonna sit there and box with him, I think you're gonna get took to school. But if you make it physical, if you make it rough, if you force the issue, then maybe you could create openings. Maybe you could force some mistakes and have some success that way. But like I was talking to my guy Ann McQueen about this fight, and I just question the level of, consistency that you're going to be able to have in a fight like this. How often can you be successful against Shakur, and can you do it with any consistency? What's the quality of your punches that you're going to be landing? Because although I see you put in all this work in the gym, and it's dog work, you work your ass off. But when you get in a ring, you don't approach the fight like from a cerebral standpoint. You approach the fight from a young boy, young physical. I'm strong. I'm just going to go in there and throw punches and outwork you. I'm not saying you don't have no method to your madness, but it starts to be very repetitive with the jumping in and out. You get what I'm saying? The banging on your hips and stuff. I wonder would Corey be the first one to be able to take advantage of that little banging on the hip shit that you do. You know what I mean? It's going to be an interesting fight. I think early, depending on how you play it. But I just see levels, man. Shit is different. Shit is different at that level, respectfully, man. And he just haven't shown the ability to perform at that level yet. And I ain't saying he can't rise to the occasion, but just seeing how a guy, just kind of journeyman type of guy, gave him hell and ended up dropping him. And he was dismissive of that guy at first, but then I bet he got your respect at the end of that fight, putting you down with you looking tired. You didn't look your best in your first 12 rounders. So let's see if he ended up getting drowned in this fight, but let's keep going.
So the kiddos, how's your son? How's your beautiful son? And I know that you're not seeing him, but of course you do get the information on how he's doing. How you feel going to training camp, and does that give you more of an edge, more of a man? This training me, I'm away from my son. I'm missing stuff that I shouldn't be missing. But how is your son motivating you right now?
He motivates me a lot. You know, that's my little man right there. So. That's my boy. So this is for him. I just want to give my son something, to make him proud. I love him to death. So this fight is dedicated to him. That's my boy. Right now he's sick, about to be 4 months. First time getting sick. So, I can't really stand. Every time he coughs, I got to hang up the phone because it's hard. But, it is what it is. So.
Trust me, my kids, both of them right now got fever.
Somebody got to pay, for me being away from him so long.
Okay, kid.
But
somebody got to pay.
Next time I'm on here, next time I see him, I'll show y'all he getting big, And I'm like, time goes by fast, and sometimes you get them times where you're like, damn, you wish you can go back to when he was being born.
Yeah.
So it's like, I know whenever
you feel like that right now. Wait till you have a couple more of them, bro. I bet you won't feel like that shit no more. You a new father, so yeah, it's all sunshine and rainbows. But the kids, boy, kids is a lot. You get a couple of them, you ain't gonna want to rewind the clock.
Have some good times. You're gonna have some great times, good times. You're gonna be a wonderful dad, just like your dad has been a wonderful dad to you. You see? Oh, dang, he looking older than 4 months too.
Yeah.
Man, God bless, man. God bless the king, the prince. So just for the people that's tuning in right now, and a lot of people wanted to know why you didn't go. There was a passport malfunction and things of that nature in which he couldn't get to the flight to get to the UK. Yeah, at the end of the day, the most important day is the fight. You know what I'm saying? So people don't got to worry too much about it. They're going to see eye to eye when the time is right, when it's weigh in, fight week, the final press conference, and then the fight is going to be the fight. I can't wait for the fight, kid. You already know this is a very big fight for you, and I can't wait to see you overcome this accolade, because Shakur Stevenson is a great fighter. He's an elite fighter, and you know what I'm saying, I know there's a lot of people that's against you, but I do believe that you got the skills and talent to prove a lot of people wrong and surprise the world of boxing. How much you think is this a Buster Douglas moment? Do you think?
Hell
because
no.
The odds is a lot. You seen the
odds?
No
damn Buster
Douglas. That motivate you
either.
when you see the betting odds?
Oh yeah, boy, my homeboy is gonna be real happy.
They just see the odds. When you saw the odds, you're like, oh, they really think I'm up. Oh, they really think I come.
Yeah.
Nah, your homeboy is gonna be sitting there trying to tell you, nah, it's all good. It's all good, you know what I'm saying? You young, you'll be bad. Watch how that story goes.
Like, they think I'm sweet, so it's like I gotta go in there and I gotta show something different, But at the end of the day, everything is in God's hands.
Yeah, these dudes be a little sus dangerous sometimes, bro.
So we'll see, but I'm going in there to do my job, and no disrespect to Shakur. Shakur's a great fighter. Back then when I was coming up, I used to look up to him. Just now, he's in my way. I used to consider him like as a almost big bro, a friend, but now he's in my way.
Big bro, Cole, big homie Cole.
He gotta go.
Big home, how he in your way? How the hell Corey in your way? Hey, hold on, kid. I gotta stop you there, bro. How the hell Corey in your way? He giving you the shot, bro. You trying to get in his way? You know what I'm saying? He ain't in your way. You trying to get in his? You got it. You got it wrong, G. You got it wrong. Now I like kid, man. He talking how he's supposed to, and I think this interview. Shout out to Punch. I always give credit where it's due. This interview gave us an opportunity to see how well he's able to speak for himself. And I think you need more of this. I think the fans will appreciate it and more people will get behind him. I think that's what's turning people off, the notion that he don't speak for himself. If he's allowed to speak for himself, you know what I'm saying? I think people will really appreciate it. Just he a young, hungry dude. He like, man, Shakur, in my way, bro. Listen, if somebody got to pay, I ain't seeing my son. I don't even like to hear him cough. You know what I'm saying? He almost emotional up there. He like, big homie Corey, he taking it out on him. He said, nah, Judge, you heard him. He talking that talk, ain't he? Kid did an interview with Bill too. Yeah, he did do one after that. He did when passports don't malfunction, criminal records do.
That's an epic card that you're in.
I think he still. If they don't speak on it in this clip, I got the clip where he spoke about the passport situation. I thought he spoke on it.
You finna do what I think you finna do, bro. You gonna make me pick.
Yeah, he speak very well.
Yeah, man. This is an epic card. People want to know your opinion. Just two fights. Just two fights. I give you two fights. But Turbiev and Bivol, who you got on the rematch?
Hold on.
I want to go. I didn't watch the first fight. I'll be honest. From what I heard, you get Better Be a one, and then you get Bivol got robbed. But just going off of sheer like skill and like who I think could pull it off, I think Bivol can.
Okay, you got the rematch? You think so?
Yeah,
okay. It was a close fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it again. I'm gonna watch it.
I think it's a matter of style. Let me say it like this. I did say this breakdown between you and Shakur Stevenson in reference to how they're judging out there in Reha season. And it seems like that the aggressor fighter is getting more of the how you say it, not judging, but more of the effective aggression is getting more
facts. Y'all smash that like
than
button
anything
and
else.
sub to the channel.
And the aggressive fighters actually, if it's a close fight, they're giving it to the most aggressive fighter. And I look at your skill set, and we look at Shakur Stevenson. And Shakur Stevenson show, and this is just my I was saying the other day. If Shakur Stevenson shows up and fighting the way that he fought Edo de los Santos, fighting on the back foot too much, with your skills and talent, the way that you have an effective pressure and stuff like that, that he just can't be laying back trying to outbox you and trying to outpoint you. I don't know if that's going to work in Reha season. You think that's a good assessment about me?
I don't know if that's going to work in Reha season, man. Shut up. You ain't no damn judge. Winning the way Shakur win is going to be enough in Reha season. I'm not trying to hear all that shit because you're aggressive. Muscle Mandela. I'd be aggressive too if it looked like I ate a 6-pack of weights. Yeah, man, nobody give a damn about none of that aggressive shit. Aggressive guys get their little young aggressive asses chopped up. Nobody trying to hear nothing. Riyadh season. Yeah, Riyadh season is I don't want to hear nothing about no Riyadh season, bro. There's going to be Brick City season in there. You're going to be bringing Brick City to Riyadh season, bro. Yeah. We ain't trying to hear none of that shit. Muscles Malone. Like, yeah, we don't care because we don't care how many muscle milks you drank before you take this fight, bro. Your ass is on the chopping block, man. You little young ass about to get schooled. Your dad, you keep talking about a damn fight. De Los Santos fight. Is y'all really hoping on that kind of performance? You down bad hoping on that shit. What if he come out and fight the same way he did against Rene Garone? Get tired and all that. Get dropped, Mr. Stool. What if he do that? I mean, y'all don't try to be all optimistic like this shit just one way, man. You get me? He got a lot to. He gonna have a lot to overcome, I believe, just from an IQ, technical standpoint, fundamentals, just the understanding the game. Just think it's all the total package. I think is just different. And he's just young. And it's one of them situations where it might be a little too early. It's not saying that he can't compete in Shakur Superman and just flawless and ain't nothing going to happen. But overall, in a 12-round fight, I don't see Kid Austin being this KO guy. I don't see him landing no lucky punch. It can happen, but the likelihood is not high. And I don't think he's the puncher that his dad sells that he is. I think he's strong and all that stuff. But his dad keeps saying he didn't even get his man strength. So how hard could he possibly be hitting if he ain't knocking out these other guys? And he didn't hurt his guy. He, in fact, got hurt in the last fight and was looking gassed. So you got to see how effective is his aggression going to be. Ain't no just coming forward. I hate when people try to mislead the people with thinking that just because you coming forward, that mean you winning. That don't mean shit. I've seen plenty of zombies come forward and get beat up. I've seen it. I ain't saying he a zombie, but he a little athletic kid, little strong kid. Muscles Malone, you know what I'm saying? Muscles Muldoon. That's who he is. He going to be out there trying to work, but I just don't see it being enough from an IQ standpoint. You know what I'm saying? I don't think his dad going to outcoach Shakur's corner either. I don't see it. So, I mean, maybe the young man going to come out here and show us something that we ain't seen from him yet. It's always that possibility, but I'm banking on seeing what I've seen the other times that he's been in the ring, bro. Like, you ain't gonna just transform and just be all of a sudden this new and improved fight. That shit is not a realistic sense of progression. Like, you gotta progress, you know, subtly, like in boxing. Like, you don't just, oh, you're getting leaps and bounds better, or you just go from one fight to the next and all of a sudden you just look new and improved. Now, it's not gonna be like that. Same mistakes you made in that last fight, I believe, is gonna be here for this fight. I think you make considerably more mistakes than a guy like Corey. Your young eagerness might work against you. And like I said, the muscles might work too. They might work against you too. And Bud simply outboxed a guy on Riyadh season to win. He absolutely did. He absolutely did behind the hands and absolutely outboxed Madramal. Yeah, so I don't know. You see how they be painting these narratives? Yeah, I don't know if he could just box on the back foot. Nah. I don't know if you could just keep coming on the front foot while a guy is outboxing you and picking you apart and still win the fight just because you coming forward. Ain't no judges trying to hear that. You got to be landing upon that. I hate that. I really do. You don't get no points from me just because you coming forward if it ain't effective aggression, if you ain't putting hands on somebody. Be more as fine as what it do, my guy. How you feeling?
Sure, you paying attention, but I just ain't going in there just to. I mean, of course, Shakur going to have to, you know, fight sometimes. You know, he going to get hit in his chin, and we're going to see the real Shakur. But my whole game plan ain't just to, you know, just go in there and, you know, just go wild. And, you know, Shakur, that's the type of fighter, you got to mix things up. You got to confuse him a little bit. So there will be times where he got to fight, and there will be times where, you know, shoot, maybe he might have to, you know, come press me. But for the most part, he going to be getting hit in his face.
Old school, what it do, family?
What you feel about Virgil Ortiz versus Madrimov?
Gotta go Virgil, you know.
Virgil.
Your Texas homie.
You got to.
Yeah, man. You got the you switch from orthodox southpaw. A lot of people regard you as one of the most athletic, or probably the most athletic fighter in the sport of boxing.
What did you say?
I think we're gonna see something special. Let's see what the outcome.
Did he just call him the most athletic fighter in the sport of boxing just now? Wow, man.
It's gonna be.
Now I know what the young kids. Now I know what the young kids be meaning when they be saying glazing, because that was it right there. Like, damn, just because you got them on, you don't gotta do that, bro. You don't gotta do that, bro. Nah, you don't gotta do that though. See what I'm saying? I was cool all the way. Damn, just called the man the most athletic fighter in the world. God damn, bro. Like, what? So you don't watch Boots? You ain't never seen Boots Ennis? Wow. Boots Ennis don't switch for no reason. Like, he do it just because he nice and he beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. That was a little different. Hold on, man. Did he just say that? Let me see if I can rewind just a bit. Let me get it back a couple seconds. Hold on. Did he just say that? Shout out to Big Dog Willie coming through with the Bill Haney facts of the day. Said Bill Haney said on X in 1989 that he united the German people to dismantle the Berlin Wall, then went to choreograph the Running Man for MC Hammer. Facts. Bro, man, I'm telling you, I don't think the Big Dog ever repeated a fact once, yo. And this is amazing how he been doing this shit. How long it been going on at this point, Big Dog? He really got a book of Bill Haney facts. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate this.
Paul, a lot of people regard you as one of the most athletic, or probably the most athletic fighter in the sport of boxing.
Yeah, he said it. No, he don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. You can't just sit up there. You can't just, because you talk fast, bro. You can't just sit there and speak for everybody. I ain't never heard nobody say he's the most athletic fighter in the sport of boxing, bro. You can't just mix shit in like that. We ain't gonna just mull over that. But I will say this: he is a very athletic young kid. He's very energetic, but the only knock might be the muscles and the lack of experience in 12-round fights and going in deep waters, being tested by somebody that can mentally test you. See, he going in there, I'm telling you, and I think that's where the fight might get lost for him. You going in there with that young boy energy, and you think I'm gonna just be punching him in the face and it's gonna be easy. And he's all right, because the last time y'all shared the ring, you left out the potty, poop yourself. You know what I'm saying? You was about to potty on yourself. You know what I'm saying? That walking forward while getting beat up is for the fans. I'm telling you, you can't do it. Shout out to Tafari, man. Appreciate you, man. Make sure you sub to the channel and smash that like button, man. Support the grind, my good people. Build the new Chuck Norris, huh? You stupid. Been watching Big Dog since the American Facts years ago. Right. Shout out to Big Dog Willie, man. I appreciate him, man. Reef was good with it. Yeah, he went overboard, didn't he, Reef? The nerve of him, like we ain't boxing fan. Like, you can just say that to us, bro. You can't just sell us anything. But nah, kid is very athletic, bro. He's a very athletic kid. I think that that's what he relies on to a big degree. But I think the level that Shakur should be at, I think you're going to need more than athleticism. You're going to need an actual game plan. Some of his fights, it looked like he just be in there winging it respectfully. Like, it don't be looking like he be operating with a full game plan. Look like it just be more reactionary in there. And then he get over to the corner and then his dad yell at him. And then he go back out there and it's more reactionary. Young boy, I'm strong. I'm strong. Like, you remember when Ryan Garcia say, I'm strong. That's how he be fighting. I'm strong. I'm going to just go in there and bully you. You know what I'm saying? Throw punches, load up a little bit, bang my hips. Like, I don't think that's going to be the recipe to beating him. I don't see it, but he proved me wrong. He going to get his just due for a week straight. Like I said, y'all. Shout out to Kid Austin. Shout out to his dad. They taking this opportunity. He did a hell of a job in his interview.
We're going to see something special. Let's see what the outcome is going to be. Gotta show a lot. We gotta give a lot of respect to Shakur Stevenson and Kid Austin. Kid Austin for taking the fight.
Yeah,
you're not even in your prime, not even close to your prime.
Chill.
But hey, your intellect is ready for this for this challenge. Your preparation is gonna be.
That's
ready.
my thing, man. Like, y'all keep saying all this shit that make you not be ready to win a fight of this magnitude, and y'all basically saying y'all hoping that he gonna win. Damn, y'all saying all this shit is like you wanna praise him and tell him how good he is and how you can do it, kid. All you gotta do is hit him in the chin. All right, man. That's what they all be saying, bro. That's what they all about to gas this man up, telling him he ain't in his prime. You're nowhere near it, and you about to just get in here and it's gonna be like that because you're strong, fast, and athletic, and you can switch. Nah, bro. I don't think that shit gonna be enough. Respectfully, your dad is inexperienced as a coach. He was in there screaming his absolute head off in the last fight, bro. He's about to have a damn panic attack in that corner. Ronnie, what you see? What you see, Ronnie? Hey, Ronnie, what you see? What you see, man? They ain't never gonna forget that. Hey, Ronnie, what you see, Ronnie? Ronnie gonna be in there, man.
Teach your man how to squabble.
Teach your man how to squabble. You know what I'm saying? Lance was good with it, fam. Yeah, I'm strong. That's how he gonna be. BVO was good with it, fam. He gonna be like, yo, I'm strong. Nah, but I like Kid Austin, yo. I think he worked extremely hard. I joke a little bit, but all things real. Anybody that works that hard always gives themselves a decent chance to win a fight. To me, like, he works. He gonna try. You know what I'm saying? I don't see no quit in him either. Right? I think he'll go for it. I think he's pretty tough. You see the way he handled that situation. We had that crazy ass cut on his face. He just licked the blood and kept fighting. I thought that was a savage moment. That showed that he got some toughness about him. So he ain't just no weak guy. But I think his style is mostly the brawl. That's what you see. You see that he get in there and mix it up. It's more reaction. Let me just react in there rather than this is the game plan and this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm not saying that he doesn't follow a game plan at all, but the overall just how he fight to me is more based off him just being young and athletic and strong. You get what I'm saying? And not necessarily following a game plan per se. If I was lying, then his dad wouldn't have had to correct him the way he was having to correct him in the last fight. He wouldn't have been losing his mind like that because he would have listened to him. He would have made the adjustments. That showed me that, you know, when it get rough, more times than not, when he be winning, he's winning off of how he in there fighting and reacting. Like I say, he just be better than these other guys. But how are you going to coach him from round to round if it ain't working out for him? What are you going to tell him to do? You get what I'm saying? Because you didn't have a lot of answers, or at least he didn't hear those answers when you was trying to advise him for the Renee fight. That shit, he didn't make no adjustments. He kept fighting the same way, and then he started looking a little gassed, lethargic, ended up getting caught with a shot at the wrong time, and he went down. He wasn't super hurt, but it was knocked down nonetheless, and it just wasn't the cleanest performance. Now, you're hoping to go into a fight with Shakur based off that performance, and we got to bank on, and you and your team are banking on the fact that you're going to all of a sudden just raise your level completely on the night and be so much better than you've ever was in your career. I don't see how realistic that is now. Could you have a good fight? Could Shakur have an off night? He coming off a hand injury, right? People feel like his hands is brittle. He's not the best guy at 35, right? It's some questions to answer about him. So just to be fair on that side, he got questions of his own to answer, right? There is a certain amount of pressure on him, respectfully, just for him to go out there and be Shakur 100%. But that's pressure I think that he can handle. Because if you telling me a guy that knows how to be himself more than any other fighter that I'm watching, it's definitely Shakur. If he know all I got to do is go out there and be me, and he says something key, get my offensive bag and start putting hands on guys. That's what people want to see. That's all they want to see because you got it. He is one of the few fighters, not the only one, but he's one of the few fighters that had the ability to be right in your face, make you miss, and can make you pay. The shit that we asking for him to do with more consistency, we only asking of it because we seen it in the past. That's what he got to be when he fighting Kid Austin. Nothing more, nothing less. Get in your bag a little bit, get in your groove. The more confident he is, the more comfortable he is, the worse it's going to be for Kid Austin. I done seen this kid fight people directly in the pocket and just put hands on them and make it look clean and make it look good. Time and time again. That's what he need to get back to. With 2 healthy hands, he looked like he been putting in the work. He said he want to steal the show. I want to see him push the issue. I don't want to see him sit back in this fight particularly and be clean either, because it's time to really put your foot in 135. And I'm one of his. I don't critique fighters crazy like everybody else, but at this point, I'm ready to really see him submit and plant his flag at 135, and let it be with a little young, aggressive, strong kid that don't know how to lose just yet, and you're gonna have to show him. Beat his little young ass. Like, I know when people say beat him up, they're like, man, Shakur him, he'll school him, but he ain't. Nah, I seen him put hands on people. I seen him drop and knock guys out with body shots. I seen him do it. Get back to putting hands on people, getting in your offensive bag, like you said, and working, bro. And that's just what I want to see. I want to see him kind of press the issue with Schofield a little bit in this fight. You get what I'm saying? Press his little young ass. Like, all that shit he talking, let him know that you can do all of what he can do at a higher level, at a much better rate. You get what I'm saying? That's what I want to see from him. You know what I'm saying? Showed a lot of people, even though it's Schofield and they all expecting you, or a lot of people expecting it to look a certain way, make it look a little more different. I think it's possible. I've seen this dude really offensively put hands on people. I've seen him do it. And I ain't talking about Jamel Herring. That ain't the only fight I've seen him do that shit. Get what I'm saying? So what we ask of him as fight fans is very fair. The performances that we asking of him, and he's very capable of delivering. And that's just what I want to see. Why not start with Kid Austin? You had an opportunity to, get your hands rested and held up. Everything is good. Go in there with 2-hand core and beat his ass, man. Ace, what's good with the family? Adam, what's good? Core and Schofield, B. Morris. I got Core by TKO. I hope he stopped him to the body, too. Non-master, what's good with it, fam? At least Kid Austin don't have to deal with rabbit punches. Nah, that's real. I mean, he ain't got to deal with no rabbit punches because Shakur pretty accurate and he places punches very well. So, he's not a dirty fighter. Ain't gonna be no rabbit puncher from either guy. But think Kid Austin, you already know how he fight. He do that jumping in and out shit. I just don't see him changing that up. He's done that for every single fight that I've ever seen him in, and I don't see that being any different here. But my question is, how early will he press the fight? You get what I'm saying? Or will he just try to sit back and be cool with it being a boxing match and try to outthink a guy like that? Because like I said, being physical, trying to force the issue and create mistakes, force mistakes is what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's more I think that's more up his alley. But sitting back, playing the long game, I think you really get took to school. You give Shakur a chance to settle into a rhythm and really start beating you up. Or taking, just piling up rounds. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. I ain't saying it's supposed to be easy for him. Because although he inexperienced, he's still a man at the end of the day. And he got 2 fists and it's going to be a fight. So he give himself a fighting chance. But I just don't think this is a fight he going to win. But I respect the hell out of him for taking it for sure. We going to keep rolling, man. Y'all smash the like button. We ain't done just yet. We going to keep rocking, man. Something else I wanted to get to. Something else I wanted to get to. Oh, damn, my bad.
You know, fighting the way that he
reckless.
My
bad, John.
So I think we're gonna see something special. Let's see what the outcome is gonna be. We gotta give a lot of respect to Shakur Stevenson and Kid Austin. Kid Austin for taking the fight. You're not even in your prime, not even close to your prime. But hey, your intellect is ready for this for this challenge. Your preparation is gonna be ready for this challenge, and we can't wait to see you in the ring. We can't wait to see you out there in Rehab season fight week when y'all go face to face and see that type of energy. Kid Austin, Shakur Stevenson, let's go Dominicano!
I'm excited, yeah.
All right, man.
This man
Do
is
your
a
thing,
character,
my brother, man.
bro.
Good looking out for gracing your.
Man, he's a character, but hold on.
Got working with you, Dad. Who you got working with you to?
It's just me and my boy this camp. I sent everybody home because I don't know who to trust, and we gonna lock it in and go knock Shakur.
It's another. I thought I had another. Thought I had another clip in here when it was talking about the passport situation, and it was saying how somebody sabotaged their passport, somebody broke into they spot or whatever, and didn't take no jewelry, no nothing, just like ripped up their passports or something like that. He had gave some weird ass story about the passports. I could have swore it was in the interview. I don't know why. Maybe I clipped it out by accident, but yeah, he had some strange ass story about that's why they didn't make it to London because of their passport situation. Did you send them home or did they leave? Right. And Kid Dad sent the trainer out. And that's the thing. It's an interesting time to be having issues in a camp like that whereas you feel like you got to send people home. Now you're telling me the same people that you could rely on before, you can't rely on no more. You don't know who to trust. And now it's just you and him, and y'all gonna get it done with just you and him alone. I'm not saying you can't, but I think you just put a lot more pressure on yourself without realizing it. You know what I'm saying? The onus gonna all be on y'all. Y'all ain't gonna be able to look nowhere else to get no type of advice. Ain't gonna be no more, Ronnie, what you see. Ain't gonna be no more of that. That's over. You know what I'm saying? I probably don't even have that going on. So he get Morrell ready for his fight. So Man, they stole senior passport and ripped pages out of his kid passport. Yeah, that's what he said. Like, rip the page and how they do that. Like, I thought, where did I see the story at? I just had the clip. I'm mad that I thought I just had it in here. I'm bugging. I be having so much different stuff in here, y'all. Could have deleted, but yeah, he was talking about it, the little passport situation. Damn sure it was. Trying to see where it was at. Could have sworn somebody tagged me in something. Let me see something real quick, y'all. Give me a second. I gotta find that for y'all. Where is it at? Let me see.
He's working with Shakur Stevenson, to beat you as well, and
after the fight too.
Nah, that's not it. Where is the joint at? Oh, okay.
But where's Kid? Man, I was saying the camera's wrong. Is the camera's wrong, man? Put the camera on his face. We was looking for you over there in London.
Yeah, I was a little late.
Nah, we wasn't no damn late. We had issues with the passport, issues with the passport. So we had to go resolve it tomorrow. So everything good for the fight, but they wouldn't allow him to get on the plane due to his passport yesterday.
Damn, man.
Somebody tried to
don't spill the tea.
Somebody tried to sabotage us, man. Like, who break in the houses to steal motherfuckers' passports and vandalize?
It was that y'all lost the passport, or they didn't want it, or the airport.
When he went to the airport, his was vandalized. Somebody tore out the signature page out of his and completely stole mine. So I don't know who break in the house, don't steal jewelry, nothing, just steal passports, unless that was a setup.
What?
But it is what it is. So vandalized. Somebody
passport, or they didn't want it, or
listen to this again.
When he went to the airport, his was vandalized. somebody tore out the signature page out of his and completely stole mine. So I don't know who break in the house, don't steal jewelry, nothing, just steal passports, unless that was a setup. But it is what it is, so you learn and you grow.
Devin the Dream Haney.
That's just, is that me or is that strange? Slogan one, what's good with it? Kello, what's good? Hell, it probably was his dad's passport. Yeah, like that was strange, right? Somebody broke into a house and completely stole yours and ripped out his signature. Like what? Man, that's just sound bogus. So that's why you sent all the people in the gym home with the trainers and stuff. You don't need nobody else. It's just you and your son. You don't know who to trust. Somebody out of all this shit they stole y'all passports, bro. Bro, man, that shit sound crazy. I gotta put one more. Hold on, one more time, bro. One more time.
Airport, like who break in the house is to steal
Hold on.
somebody tried to somebody tried to stab.
Kid called it T. He called it T, man. We don't have T, man. He giving us the 411 or something. T, I don't like T. But damn.
Man.
Don't spill the
like
tea,
who
man.
break in the house is to steal motherfuckers' passports and vandalize.
Well, it was that y'all lost the passport, or they didn't want it, or the airport.
When he went to the airport, his was vandalized. Somebody tore out the signature page out of his and completely stole mine. So I don't know who break in the house, don't steal jewelry, nothing, just steal passports, unless that was a setup. But it is what it is, so you learn and you grow.
Yo, what? Nah, bro. Like, bro. Family. Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, chat. What y'all feeling about this, man? Y'all feel like there's somebody got them for their pages? That's crazy work when somebody did them bad like that, though. But he said something about it being good to go in a couple of weeks, and they'll be good. It was just a little confusing because he said it'll be good tomorrow, and then in another breath, he said something about in a couple of weeks they should have it or something like that. So I don't know, man. That just was where he said just so you can't afford the tickets. Weren't they flying them out there though? I think they was flying them out, wasn't they? Why not steal anything else if you're already there? That's what I'm saying. Just the passports, bro. Probably create a story to sell the fight. No, the passport bro said we ain't going to London. Y'all ain't going to London. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody going to London if the Birdman ain't going. That's what they said. Ain't nobody going if the Birdman ain't going. That's what he said, man. That's what he said, bro. Ain't nobody going if the Birdman ain't going. Man, would it make more sense to make it look like a burglary? Right. He just said they ain't take nothing, just passports. Like, so who going through? And then he was saying opponents. Like somebody was saying he had a mole in the camp. Somebody said Shakur did it. Man, it was a lot going on. I don't know what happened. Said them passports had to be sitting on the doorbell. Bro, like, what are the odds, though? I'm trying to be serious. Like, what are the odds, though? Like, that's crazy. I can't say it didn't happen, but the story do sound crazy. That story sound wild. If you could go to somebody's house and know where the passport is at without getting nothing else, Pops told him where it was. 2-4 said it's an inside job. No, the dad never had his passport. Why go to the airport? Shout out to Cynthia. She came right in there with it. Right. He never had it. Exactly. It didn't sound right. Because, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it went from that to it'll be straightened out tomorrow. Everything will be good. And then he was like, he started talking about it some more. He was like, 2 more weeks or something, everything will be straight. I'm like, huh? Did y'all have the passports or not, bro? Like, was y'all unprepared to travel to London low key? Like, was y'all unprepared low key? Because I don't like, what are the chances that, like, you physically post online that we on our way to London and then you never make it there? Man, that's crazy. That's a crazy story. Talking about crazy story, man. That's a crazy story right there, man. That is a crazy story. Shout out to Crystal, man. Shout out to Crystal. Appreciate you pulling up. That sounds really, he said it sounded really phony and goofy. Was the father getting on the plane? And that's what it sounded like. It sounded like they both getting on. It sounded like they both was traveling. Passports. He said the passports had to be sitting on the doorbell. It was crazy. The passport sitting on the doorbell is wild. right? They just had to be right there in the open. Then he said, and then look, he said, what type of person break in somebody's house and don't take nothing, no jewelry, no nothing else, just passports. Like somebody a passport burglar, bro. What are you gonna do with somebody else's passport besides inconvenience them, right? So they got moles in their campus. Was it an inside? Sound like an inside job. Only thing they got is the passport. They said ain't no passport bros, man. If we ain't going, more time. Zoom was good with it, bro. He said, now the issue, if he makes it a burglary, then a criminal investigation will be a thing. Then they'll figure it out for real. Yeah, right. They'd be like, yeah, the story was fraudulent, man. They ain't never had no passport. And McQueen said, my dog ate my homework, had ass. Because that would it sound like. Yeah, it just sounded like, all right, put it this way. I can't say it didn't happen, but to me, it just sounded like maybe it's a chance that they didn't have their papers in order in time. You get what I'm saying? Maybe they, maybe they was busy training and they, I don't know. But that's crazy to just conveniently, you said they ripped his signature out, ripped it, and then it sounded like, where did they go to the airport? Like, this is weird. Like, now somebody stole it. That story sounded wild. I ain't gonna lie. He said, just do. They don't get it, just do for that shit. Right. They passed up a jewelry box full of hoop earrings and found them passports. Bro said, no, in the other room. Yeah, right there. That's what he said. Oh, man. Yeah, that is crazy work, bro. I don't know how that happened, man. I don't know. Passport bros, man. Passport bros did it. They said, yo, ain't nobody going if we ain't going, bro. Nobody, man. Ain't nobody going if we ain't going.
Damn, man. Hey, man, this motherfucker on this TV whooping this boy ass. Man, I'm telling you, it's a good-ass fight, man. This look like Tank beating your ass the other night, man.
Yeah, nigga. Ooh, I bet you Kane won't be laughing after 5-0 get a hold of this motherfucking tape. You bet that shit, nigga.
Beating, man, look, man, this was Tank whooping your ass on this TV. You
man,
got
nigga, fuck
Tank,
nigga. Motherfucker.
Yo, don't send me nothing else, yo. Yeah, and I'm tired of y'all, yo. It be y'all sending me this stuff. Y'all ever wonder where some of this stuff come from? Somebody always talk about watch this. Be more fine said we're gonna be crying on this for years. I'm telling you, said why go to the airport without your passport? That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what the confusion is. It's like, huh? Autism boy, what's good with it, fam? You get what I'm saying? It just the story sound funny, and we just having fun with it. In no way, shape, or form we dissing them, but that's a funny ass story, bro. Cause it's like on one end, why didn't your son want you to say? He like, no, don't spill the tea. Spill the tea. Nah, spill it, Kermit. Spill that shit. Spill it all over the place while you at it, Pops. Spill it all over the place, man. Oh man, that's wild, bro. I don't know what he gonna do, man. I don't know what they're gonna do, but they said they ready to go. They training. Say ain't nothing stopping them from making this fight. So that's all good. But he did miss an opportunity to be in London with the folks amongst the people. He said PBC next card better hit hard. Yeah. I hear that their next card is what is it? I think that's Morrell. David and David, I think, must have spilled tea on them passports. Right. He said, don't spill the tea. No. Pops was like, nah, man. Somebody tried to sabotage this, man. Somebody broke into the house, ripped his signature out, and just stole my whole thing. I'm like, what? So they ripped. Why not just steal them both? Like, hey, yo, the story sound crazy, man. Talk about a crazy story, bro. Man, that's up there with one of them King Von joints, man. God damn. Yeah, they ripped, they broke into the crib, ran past all the jewelry, the money in the sock drawer. You know what I mean? They found the passports. They ripped his signature out, but they took my whole passport. Like, what? Why not just take them both then? With the jewelry too. It's like, what's going on? What's the hell just happened, bro? Shout out to the Schofields. That's a funny story. I ain't gonna lie, man. That is a funny Wayne story part 3. Oh man, bro. I don't know what the hell going on over there with them, man. It's funny, but they say it won't stop them from getting in the ring. So that's what's up. That's what it all boiled down to at the end of the day. As long as you're able to still make it to the ring and fight, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I got one more interview I was gonna you said why you gotta put sugar in the voice. Hey yo, it's natural, Kello. I didn't even realize it, bro. That's cause that's how it be. That's how he be talking. Like, you know what I mean, they just skip past the jewelry, everything, the sock and drawer money, you know, the knickknacks and everything. You know what I'm saying? And went straight to the passports, man. Went straight to the passport on, bro. All I hear is so I spun him around and put him in the full nest. Oh man, that story is wild, bro. That story is crazy.
He giving me some decent up. Bro, I'm steady getting up on him trying to grab him. He run it back up. Run it back.
Yeah, the internet is undefeated, bro. The internet is undefeated. All right, y'all. Last one, man. Cord being that, you know, he got a fight coming up. He been doing his little media run and he been hitting these different platforms. Did an interview with Ariel Helwani. And he be doing pretty good, decent interviews, man. He did some talking here. Said Kool-Aid, no sugar, hamburger, ham, no burger, passport, no signature. Hey, Reef, man, it's out of control, bro. It's definitely out of control, fam.
Let's go to one of the biggest stars in boxing right now. He returns to action finally on February 22nd. His first fight under the Riyadh season umbrella, the first fight under the Matchroom umbrella for him as well after a long run with Top Rank. He's one of our own from Brick City, from Newark, representing New Jersey. And first time for me getting the opportunity to speak to him. Very excited about this. Let's say hello to Shakur Stevenson, kind enough to join us. Hey, Shakur, how's it going, my man? Thanks for joining us.
What's good? What's good, my guy?
It's good to talk to you. I appreciate this. I know it's been a very busy day for you. You were just at the press conference, and so let's get into it. Your opponent, Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield, not in attendance. What's your response to this?
Oh, that's the scary part they was talking
right
about.
now, he's having the biggest fight of his career. He's trying to find any way out, and I just pray he come to the fight and show up on February 22nd.
Did you know about this in advance?
Nah, I just found out when I came to the press conference. They said something about his signature on his passport, but on my way here, when they said something about my signature on my passport, I just signed it right there, so I was very confused.
He tweeted
See, big homie Core confused too, because he like when they asked about my signature on the passport, I just signed it. So what do you mean? It's about I ripped your son's signature out and just stole your whole joint, bro. That's just crazy work.
If you saw it, he said it's amazing the length opponents go to try to sabotage a camp. None of you will stop this fight or us winning the belt. We know who the snake is now. Back to the camp and the new. What is he talking about? Is he saying that there's like?
You know what? Let me pull it. Let me bring it up. I'm gonna bring this one up for y'all because this ain't blurry. Y'all could follow this. Ariel Helwani. This was a good interview because he got right to it and he got to the questions and he addressed further. It played into what we was just listening to with the Schofields when they was just getting interviewed and the stuff they was talking about. It made sense. The questions that Ariel Helwani was asking. It was right on par with what's been going on. Because I wanted to know what that tweet meant too when he made it seem like it's other people that's caused it. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand where you were getting at. All right, let's get to it, man. Y'all smash the like button for me too if y'all haven't, man.
Busy day for you. You were just at the press conference and
he's trying to find any way out, and I just pray he come to the fight and show up on February 22nd.
Did you know about this in advance?
Nah, I just found out when I came to the press conference. They said something about his signature on his passport, but on my way here, when they said something about my signature on my passport, I just signed it right there. So I was very confused.
He tweeted something. I don't know if you saw it. He said, "It's amazing the length opponents go to try to sabotage a camp. None of you will stop this fight or us winning the belt. We know who the snake is. Now back to the camp and the new." What is he talking about? Is he saying that there's like a spy in his camp or something?
I don't know. I have no clue. I'm in England right now, so I have no clue what he's talking about. I think the kid is a little delusional, so prayers up for him, but I just hope he show up.
Were you annoyed that he didn't show? Every other opponent was there. Every other matchup was there, and you're left without a dance partner, if you will. Did that annoy you? You have to come all the way in the middle of camp to England. Did this annoy you?
Yeah, it kind of annoyed me a little bit, but I'm a true professional, so it just shows that he's not a true professional. I'm a true professional. I show up, I do what I'm supposed to do, and come fight night, it'll be the same way.
A lot of people were surprised when this matchup was announced, not because it's not a great matchup, but they thought that maybe it was a little early for him to fight someone like you early in his career. Were you surprised that he accepted it?
Yeah, I was very surprised. Honestly, I'm the one who pushed for it. I'm the one who made this fight happen. I told him that if Zepeda didn't want to fight me, I'll fight him. So he been talking a lot of crap, and now he got to stand on everything he said.
Is that why you pushed for it? Because he's been talking a lot of crap about you?
Yeah, when somebody call your phone, a lot of people could ignore it. Somebody in my stature, somebody in my shoes could ignore it, keep it moving, and go fight bigger and better fights. But when everybody don't want to fight you, I'd rather just answer the phone call and show people that they not who they say they are.
Do you enter this fight, Shakur, with a chip on your shoulder? Let's be honest, a lot of people have been taking shots at you over the past year. Do you feel like you have something to prove?
For sure. Yeah, a lot of people kind of turned their back on me. They don't talk bad about me. They act like I'm not the guy who I've been my whole career. So this is not my first time in this position. I done been here before. Now I'm just trying to show people who I really am.
Why do you think so many people turn their back on you? Why do you feel this way?
I think, people just pick their favorites, and when they got a favorite, they feel like they can't like other fighters. So if my style is not the same as the style that they like, they're going to try to talk bad on my style and act like I'm not the guy. So I think that's what it comes with.
Yeah.
And I'm too dominant. Like, I'm very dominant in the boxing ring.
Sure. And is that sometimes a blessing and a curse?
It's like...
Go ahead.
It's like... Yeah, it is. Because it's when you're watching basketball and the team goes up 30, and it's exciting to watch them go up 30, but after 30, it's like you turn off the TV, you turn off the channel because it's not exciting to watch somebody be so dominant. So it's the same thing with me. Like, I go up 30 in my fights, and all you want to see is a knockout, and if the knockout don't happen, it's like it's not entertaining. It's not no challenge for the guy that he's fighting. And I just make it look too easy.
Okay. People used to criticize Floyd about this.
That's an interesting point that he made, man. Yeah, I think they do get to a point where you outclassing a guy so thoroughly that the only other thing that people want to see is the knockout. And when it don't happen, they have a tendency to critique the performance as if it was bad, as opposed to you just didn't get the knockout. You get what I'm saying? So I get that to a degree. You know what I'm saying? And you've heard it before. Sometimes you've heard people say you get tired of seeing the same person when you want to see somebody lose. You want to see him lose rounds. You want to see this. You want to see him get hit. You want to see him get knocked down. You want to see that. You get what I'm saying? I get that to a certain degree. And I think that's all it takes, because in boxing, all it takes in today's boxing is one loss. I'll go a step farther. And nowadays in boxing, you don't even got to lose. Just have an off night. You could have an off night, still win, get through some shit, and the fans will still write you off, turn their back. That's just how that's boxing fans feel. So it's like watching a football game full of field goals. I like that. But I don't think it's that bad, but they treat it like it's that bad. You get what I'm saying? Like, you would think he was just getting in there not fighting at all.
Mayweather, not Schofield, saying, that he was too boring, but it was because he was so dominant. Do you think that you're dealing with the same thing?
Yeah, if I go in there and a guy land a shot on me in the first round, I think that
everybody will be thrilled and
Yeah.
to the edge of their seat, and it'll be like very entertaining. But like I don't get touched, so it kind of make people mad.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, the one that everyone wants to see is Tank, and I know you've been asked a bunch about him over the past weekend. Can I ask you this? Why does he seem to get so upset when people ask him about you? At that press conference, he was like, "Who's that? Who's that? What has he done? What has he done?" He seemed very aggravated by the mere mention of your name, which is crazy because I mean, you guys have been, you've been at the top for a long time. You're not some kid. It's a fight that people have discussed. Why do you think he gets so upset at just the question being asked?
I think he's like a guy that he don't want to share the spotlight. When my name is asked, it seems like he get very frustrated in his feelings, and he just got to live with it until he fight me. So, if he feel that way, I think we should fight. Get it off your chest.
Do you believe him when he says he's going to retire this year?
No. His ass ain't retiring.
Sorry, I lost you there. What did you say?
I say it's really like not none of my business. I try to like stay out of the things that don't really got nothing to do with me. So if he do, good for him. If he don't, good for him too.
Okay. True or false? Before your career is over, you will fight Tank.
True.
All right. So he's not going to retire.
We got to see.
Yeah. Is that if you had one fight to pick? Like, will you be upset if by the time your career is done and you have many years left, if that's the one that doesn't happen? Would that be the top of the wish list for you?
Yeah, I'd be very upset if that fight don't happen, just because of the fact that this is a fight that I know been my dream fight for a long time. I've been ready to prove who I am to the world by beating him. So yeah, I'll be kind of upset, but I don't need him either. So it's a two-way street.
Yeah. He went on a social media storm, if you will, over the weekend about everyone being at this Ring magazine thing and that he wouldn't be there. He wouldn't, kiss the ring, so to speak. Have you seen some of these posts by him, and what do you make of his stance towards being involved?
I mean, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I don't kiss the ring either. I'm a man. I go by honor and respect. Right now it's a business and a business opportunity. So, somebody offers some business, I'll take it. But I mean, that's how he feel. That's how he feel. But truthfully, I ain't with that kissing the ring either.
How did you
straight like that, man? Told y'all, man. Y'all gotta get that kiss the ring shit up out of here and bending knees. Nah, bro. I said this before I heard this. This man, these dudes is getting business opportunities and they taking it. It seemed like they being critiqued in a negative fashion. Like you supposed to just say, nah. If you don't have something better lined up for yourself, why turn down the opportunity to make money and stay active? People don't be thinking. They be thinking like fans. Like, what are they supposed to do? You literally with a guy that's Eddie Hearn that got an open relationship with Turkey. You don't think it's a chance that you can have an opportunity to fight on this card and it's a bad thing? Nah, man. I don't think anybody that's doing any type of business is quote unquote kissing the ring. People are taking advantage of opportunities that they deem fit for their career. That makes sense. And it's just that simple, bro. Like I can't tell a fighter not to take a opportunity because I said so because the fight ain't over here. Nah, bros, you got to continue your career. You got to do what makes sense. And staying busy, staying active, getting paid, all that shit matter. Tim was good with it. Imagine what type of dude you got to be mad because they're trying to feed their family. Yeah, I just never understand it. I would take the money too. You get what I'm saying, Kello? Most of us was in a position to make that extra figure, that little and still stay active in the sport that you love. You're going to take it. That don't mean your whole career got to revolve around Riyadh season in Saudi Arabia either, though. You know what I'm saying? Talking like Turkey. I get the king of 7 kingdoms from the Game of Thrones. I'm telling you, offer me twice what I'm getting paid now. Do our same job or something easy. I'm all for it. You get me a Kello? So you speaking like a real one. I was having that conversation earlier with my guy, too. He was saying the same thing, but that's real. That's how it is. Let's keep going, man.
How did you enjoy or not enjoy the event on Saturday? It was like every single famous boxer on the planet, other than maybe a couple, were in attendance under one roof. Did you like being a part of that?
Yeah, I love being a part of it. I thought it's amazing that Turkey kind of put them awards together. It was like watching like the VMAs or something like that, but actually being there and getting credit
for like the stuff that boxers did and boxers do, and I appreciate it.
Did you meet anyone that you've never met before that you've looked up to, admired, respected?
Yeah, I met Usyk. He kind of got a lot of great energy, so I was just watching his vibe and his energy, and I like me and him.
Your relationship with Turkey, how would you describe it?
It's a business relationship, and actually Turkey is a lot cooler than like people think. People kind of make these bad thoughts about him, but I think he's a good guy.
Well, what about that photo there? You, Turkey, and Canelo? I mean, come on. That's legendary stuff.
Yeah, I had walked up and they was already talking there. Yeah, it was a good vibes. You know, Canelo said stuff to me. Turkey started talking to me, and it was a good energy.
I mentioned that you have maybe a chip on your shoulder, something to prove. It's also your first fight with Matchroom. Do you feel like you have something to prove regarding, like, hey, the investment you're making in me is worthwhile, Top Rank, you guys made a mistake. I know you left, you made the decision, but, you know, everyone wants to have a good first impression, right? Do you feel that as well?
Yes, for sure. Honestly, I'm coming to steal a show. I think I want to be the fight that everybody talk about. A lot of people have been talking bad about me through these last couple months, but come February 22nd, I hope they have the same energy.
Vision, my
ultimately,
God.
who comes, like, when you start thinking about people that have been talking about, let's name some names. Who's on the top of the list? Who do you need to shove it down their throat?
I'm gonna go with like a Tim Bradley, probably one. It's so many people. I don't even want to give everybody the fame. I don't want to say everybody's name, but I'm gonna throw Tim Bradley number one on my list.
The former boxer, now Top Rank broadcaster for ESPN. He's been critical of you, and you feel like it's been unfair?
I mean, I think some of it is fair, and then some of it is unfair. But honestly, I think he kind of just like over dramatic, and he kind of makes it a lot worse than what it is. So I'm gonna shut him up too, though. He gonna see.
Ultimately, why was it time to leave Top Rank?
Yeah, Tim be on it.
I think their vision just wasn't the same as my vision. I kind of look at myself a certain way, and I know that I'm gonna be one of the biggest stars and one of the best fighters in the sport of boxing. So I don't think that they had the same vision for me, but I appreciate them for everything they did so far in my career. So
okay, and it obviously came down to Eddie, but was it down to Eddie and someone else? Who are you weighing at the 11th hour? Who are you deciding between?
Yeah, it probably was Eddie, maybe even Top Rank too. You know, I still had that deal on the table with them, but honestly, it just like the way that it ended and the way that they try to like turn the public against me, it kind of turned me off and made me not want to go with them. So Eddie was kind of like one of the main choices.
Okay, and as far as fighting back home in Newark, are there any plans of that in 2025? Obviously, first one's in Riyadh. Are there any talks of you returning home to Jersey?
Right, Reef.
Yeah, it depends. Like if one of these big name fighters want to pull up to my hometown, but if not, then no. But you know, it all depends. I want the biggest and best fights available right now. So
yeah. So how many are you hoping to get in 2025? 2, 3? What are we thinking? Because you're fighting pretty early.
Three.
And if you can lay them out, it's obviously Kid Austin on the 22nd, and who would be the next two?
Lomachenko and then Tank.
How confident are you to getting the Lomachenko fight?
Not very confident. I think he's scared. I had sparred him a while back, and I think he's been scared ever since.
Really? And would Top Rank be an issue in making that fight?
Yeah, they would definitely get in the way of the fight too. So my hopes are very low for it. But I mean, with Turkey, I think he can make a lot of things happen. So hopefully it can.
So obviously we know about Tank. If it's not Lomachenko for the second fight, who would it be?
Zepeda.
Okay.
William Zepeda. Zepeda is a good fighter, so I would love to beat him up too.
I feel like that would be a possibility, right? He's with Golden Boy.
Yeah, you know, but he been running from me for a minute, so it's kind of I'm kind of skeptical about that fight too.
Why is everyone running from you?
Because people don't want to go in a fight to where they know that they're gonna lose, and I think a lot of people know when they sign up to fight me that they are gonna lose. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, so they don't feel like they have a chance.
I tell you what,
and they feel like you're gonna
always tell you though. People can say what they want. I can't argue nobody's views. He always tell you you're gonna win, and that's what he be doing. I guess people, because he talk aggressive or he say he'll do this, I guess people are expecting a knockout. If he don't knock somebody out, then he's like, yeah, he ain't do what he said he gonna do. I've seen him pitch shutouts. People complain. I've seen him knock guys out. People complain. I think at the end of the day, you got to win for you, bro. You can't try to satisfy every fan at home. Everybody not going to like your style. That's just boxing is life. You know what I mean? You got people that, if they complain about Shakur, you got people that complain about Tank. You got people that complain about Haney. No matter what. Like, so you're never going to make everybody satisfy everybody. Just got to go out there and win your fight. Fight your fight and win.
To clown them.
That's what he
embarrass
always
them
guarantees.
is the word.
Okay.
You know, hit, not get hit.
Be dominant.
Embarrass.
All right.
9 times out of 10.
How much longer are you in London
that's
for?
exactly what it be.
I
Might not
actually
like
leave
it.
tomorrow
Might
and
not
get back
get
to
you
training
out your
camp
seat.
and
Might
getting
not
ready
want
for
to
my
go in
fight.
your pocket.
Okay.
Pay $100.
Overall, have you enjoyed all of this, or is
day,
it kind of a pain in the middle of training camp?
Dominate and win. That's what he do.
It's kind of a pain, but it's kind of cool to just be in London and get to see like a new scenery. I kind of ain't leave the country in a long time, so this is my first time leaving the country in a minute. So
Okay. And just curious, Tyson Fury today announced his retirement. You calling cap or no cap?
nah, I'm not calling cap. I think he's ready to give it up, and I think that he had a tremendous career, one of the best heavyweights to do it, and respect to him.
With an AJ fight that close, you think he's walking away?
Russell, what it do, fam?
I think he made a lot of money. I
You know
think
what he
he's
said,
like
right?
in
He
it for
run
the
from the side
biggest
of
and
the
best fight.
Shit, he ain't run his last fight. He had a bad fight with De Los Santos, shit. But outside of that, I ain't never
But
seen him
he made so
run in no
much
ring.
money where he could just sit down
He
and
fight in
chill
the
and
pocket
relax.
way more than people
Okay.
give him
All right.
credit
Well,
for. They
I'll
just
take
don't
you.
like
I'll
him,
take
so
your word for
they'll
it.
say he run
Great to
based
have
off
you.
one
One last
fight.
question before I let you go, Shakur. I don't know if you can hear me because you froze up. Can you hear me or no? Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know, like why I'm.
It's
Yeah, I
probably
can
because
hear
you're
you.
in transit. I always wanted to ask you this. Your name, Shakur. Were you named after Tupac Shakur?
Yes, I was named after Tupac Shakur.
That's amazing. What's the story there? Who loved like? Where'd you get the like? Where did it come from?
My
Hey,
mother
yo.
was a big
Hey,
Tupac
Cass,
fan.
let me ask you this. Why Tank ain't say that? Why Tank ain't say, yo, he said no to me? You ever ask yourself that? Why Tank ain't say he said no to me already instead of saying he not worth a 2-fight deal? Why he ain't say, yo, he already said no to me? You never ask yourself that as a fight fan? You never ask yourself why Tank ain't just say, yo, he already said no? No, I'm going to say this. There's two sides to every story. People can say what they want. You never going to hear Steven Espinoza say anything that's going to hold Tank in a negative light. You never going to hear it, as you shouldn't. And on the other side, it's the same way for his team. Like I said, my guy, he probably still in here listening. He facilitated a phone call that got me directly on the line with somebody right from core team. And that conversation was much different than the shit Espinoza saying. See what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's about who you want to believe. For me, I'm gonna take account to what both parties are saying, and I'll just see it for what it is. But all that, he said no to a fight. You really believe it's crazy that fans really believe. Shout out to my guy, because hey man, you was there. What was that phone call like? But that shit don't matter because they don't believe Shakur. They believe Espinoza, but I don't believe Espinoza ever said they offered him anything. I think the fans put that in his mouth. He never said they offered shit. He said he wanted a multi-fight deal, which was obvious. That's like public knowledge at this point because Shakur already signed a 2-fight deal with Eddie Hearn. That shit was obvious. Like, so I always thought that was bullshit. It's sad that the boxing fans feel like he really was going from Loma to Shakur Stevenson. That's the biggest Jedi mind trick in fucking boxing. I can guarantee you that shit wasn't the case. These dudes out here be saving face, man. Saving face. You heard he jumped right on that shit. He said he's saying bullshit. Saying shit to save face, man. Like, I ain't believing that shit. You really think that they went from negotiating with Lomachenko to, oh yeah, we gonna fight Shakur Stevenson now. I mean, get the fuck out of here. When have they ever moved like that? When? Show me when and ever in all his fights. When has that ever happened? In all of any fights that he's ever made, when has he ever said, yo, I'm gonna go from top guy to the next top guy? You ain't never seen that shit. What about the fact that Lamont Roach
said he was in the plans since Hector Garcia when he personally talked to Tank, and Tank told him to keep winning and we gonna fight. Why people ignoring that shit? They ignoring that just to make up this phantom ass offer that Shakur Stevenson said he never got. But it don't matter because they don't believe him. He's a liar. But what about Lamont Roach? The hell with the Shakur Stevenson shit. What's actually happening is what Lamont Roach told us was going to happen. He said he spoke to him around the time when he fought Hector Garcia. Tank told him they met and he told him, yo, you keep winning and we going to do business. And who the f is he fighting right now? Who is he fighting right now? Oh, that's different. That go out the window. It don't matter, right? Come on, man. Y'all got to be real. Stop fooling yourselves, man. That shit was never happening next. Nobody, Steven Espinoza never said that shit. What did Steven say? We're going to still try to make that fight. We didn't have a multi-fight deal to even offer to Shakur. What about that? For the people, like I said yesterday, that was saying, yo, Shakur, go sign. The only way you can get over there to PBC to get a Tank fight is if you sign on for 2 or 3 fights. And they don't even have that shit for him. Y'all talking about one and done. Y'all really think Shakur was the plan after Lomachenko said no? Ain't nobody in boxing fooling me. Nobody in boxing is fooling me. I ain't fooled by that shit. Meanwhile, the fighter is saying, the fighter didn't say, yo, he ducked me. The fighter didn't say he already turned me down. The fighter that y'all vouching for, that y'all think got ducked and turned down, is saying, I'm not fighting him. He ain't worth it. What he prove? He don't got no defense. X, Y, and Z, you name it. He's saying everything, but he want to fight him. You show me where we're at in recent time where Tank Davis made it seem like he interested in fighting Shakur. Outside of saying he was fighting him after Frank Martin. Remember that? Do you remember that? I remember it. Y'all got selective memory. Y'all only remember what somebody said in favor of that whole Shakur in a negative light. I speak on it on both sides. They full of shit. Full of shit, bro. That's full of shit. You think they really was going from Lomachenko to Shakur? Show me a time in their career where they move like that. The coach saying the coach is against the fight. The fighter is saying he not fighting him. But all of a sudden, y'all think he being ducked when he could have just came out and said it. That's what I want to know. Why didn't Tank just say it? Why he ain't say, yo, he turned me down already? I ain't thinking about it. I ain't fighting that dude. He don't want to fight. Why he ain't say that? He started saying, yo, I ain't fighting him. What has he done? He ain't did nothing in boxing. This one is better than him. That one is doing this. He ain't did nothing special. No real substance to nothing. Get what I'm saying? Like, get that shit out of here, man. That's just bullshit, man. We went from Rolly to Pitbull. This is where Shakur's tweets don't help. The hell with the tweets. The hell with the tweets, bro. I'm talking about, I actually got to get on the phone. The hell with the internet. The hell with the internet games. You only focusing on specific tweets to make your case. I'm sitting here giving you the guy you vouching for. I'm telling you all the shit he said. You ain't got no smoke. You don't got nothing. You're not curious as to why he would say, instead of saying a guy turned me down and he ain't trying to fight me, why we be trying to convince the world that he ain't worth it? Meanwhile, you literally about to fight a guy that lost to a guy that Shakur stopped. Make that shit make sense, bro. Y'all don't, y'all down bad, man. Y'all be trying to convince me. I love boxing. I like both of them dudes, but I call bullshit on all y'all that's telling me that any type of offer was made. Get that shit out of here, man. Can you please answer for me? What was Lamont Roach talking about then? Why did Lamont Roach say they talked face to face and he told them they was going to do business and they are now doing business? What about that part? That don't matter, right? Now we're going to ignore what Tank said. Nah, because Shakur said this, he be capping. So your man don't be capping? Your man wasn't capping? He said Shakur was after Frank Martin. Did you forget? I didn't. I didn't forget. They got a man, they got, get off that shit. That should be fake. Fake, man. Y'all can't substantiate nothing y'all saying, but a tweet, I don't give a damn about no tweet. If I got on the phone with the source, I don't care about a tweet. I don't give a damn about no damn tweet. All these dudes do is tweet, man. I ain't hanging on to everything they tweet. I'm just keeping it a buck. Y'all tell me when you was going from one guy to the next guy, and they really ate that shit up and believed it, man. That's false. That shit was always bullshit. Always, man. Shout out to them boys, man. Fact of the matter is, I've never seen fight fans in my entire life argue that the guy is trying to fight the world. Meanwhile, the fighter is telling you he don't want to fight him. Meanwhile, the fighter is not saying he ducked me or he turned me down already. Why wouldn't he say that? Why wouldn't he say that? Why would Steven Espinoza say, yo, we still trying to make that fight? Instead of just saying, man, he turned it down. He don't want it. Get that shit out of here, man. It was the same thing with Boots. Boots was in that same conversation. They was trying to frame Boots as a duck, right? The same shit. He said Boots had never ducked nobody. Come on, man. People listen to what they want to hear. They have selective hearing. They have selective hearing. Nah, man. Akello, name the fights that he ran. Go. He had 22 of them. You name the fights. Hey, Edwin lost to William Foster. William Foster is not it, bro. Every time I see that dude fight, every time, yo, he just disappoint me. I always question how did he get the win off on De Los Santos, but maybe he caught him slipping or something because I didn't see it live, but maybe that's how he beat him. But he ain't it. He ain't it. Tank never say you don't want to fight him. No, he's what? You didn't just hear this man say he not fight. They asked him about fighting him. He said for what? What we hearing different. We hear different stuff. Shout out to my guy Kelly. It's all love. It's all love. You ain't hear him say he not fighting him. What we making up? He not worth this. He not worth that. What did he accomplish? He literally asking all the wrong shit, and y'all making the case that he want to fight a guy that he proven to the world that he don't have an interest in. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'll do you one better. The hell with Shakur. Y'all said Lomachenko ducked him. Why didn't he say Lomachenko ducked him? Why, when they asked him about Lomachenko, he understood what was up with Lomachenko? Why didn't he just come out and say, yeah, Lomachenko ducked me. He don't want to fight. Why he ain't say that? Come on, y'all focus on everything that a fighter say except your favorite fighter. You don't want to listen to what he's saying, though. You don't want to listen that he told Lamont Roach they basically was going to fight way before they did. We don't hear that part, though. We don't hear that shit. All we hear is what Espinoza said, not the actual fighter, right? Nah, man. I'm not going to ignore that shit. I hear what he's saying. I ain't putting no words in his mouth. I ain't never put no words in his mouth. They asked him about fighting him. He said, for what? He ain't worth it. That don't sound like a guy that's trying to fight somebody. And I ain't saying he ducking him, but you hear how he talking. That's not positive. Just like when I hear Shakur say, I don't need him. I don't want to hear that shit. If that's your biggest fight, I don't want to hear that you don't need him. You should fight him. Everything he said today pertaining that fight and Tank's skill set was right on point. Gave him his just due and said, you should want to prove it against me. Simple and plain. And let's fight. But all that shit be fake, man. I proved that point yesterday. I had so many questions. I find it odd that every time we had this conversation, I can't get y'all to answer no questions about nothing. Nothing your favorite fighter said. But you would know everything else one guy said. Your favorite fighter tell you he gonna fight a guy before he fight him, and nobody believes this shit. Shakur probably wants too much money. And Kello, if he everybody biggest fight, what's too much money when you everybody biggest fight? Right? You get what I'm saying? What if you everybody biggest fight, how could he ask for too much money? What's too much money? You get what I'm saying? And this is the sad part of Kello. They didn't even get that far. They didn't even get that far. Espinoza ain't speak about money. He said he wanted a multi-fight deal, and we don't have that for him. We don't have that to offer him because we don't have the fights to give him outside of the one fight. We don't have it. People don't hear the business side of it. You just hear, yeah, that one fight was there. You ain't take the one, man. You missed me with that. They wasn't trying to fight him after Lomachenko fell out. Was too much money when Turkey will pay it. Yeah, for sure. That's the good that he could do. He could get in there. He could eliminate that whole argument about money and somebody pricing out and all that weak ass shit. I hate it. He said he wanted too much. He wanted too much. They didn't even get that far, man. This Shakur probably was too much money. It's funny, man. Nah, not when you the bank. Not when you everybody biggest payday. You get what I'm saying? Of course, the Tank team reached out to him. If you want Tank so bad, take the one fight where the confidence at. All right. Y'all keep on pushing that. All right, look, let's say this. Let's do this for conversation purposes, right? Let's do this for conversation purposes. So Lomachenko ducked Tank Davis. He was actually in negotiations and he said no. And that's a duck. So you tell me another guy was also about to fight him and he ducked the one fight offer. Y'all telling me Shakur Stevenson received the offer from Tank Davis. That's what y'all telling me. Somebody team reaching out. Hey, the Butcher. I told you, bro. And my guy, I don't want to ask him to come up here because he probably chilling. And I don't really Like, we ain't got to really get into it. But this offer that y'all talking about, like I said, I got a chance to hear directly from the source about this offer that y'all keep making up. Y'all making shit up. Steven Espinoza said they had an offer, not they made an offer. Y'all put words in the man's mouth. Tell me where he said he made an offer and it was turned down. When did he say that? You feel what I'm saying? People be just making shit up. They be filling in the blanks, bro. I'm telling you, be filling in their own blanks. Filling in their own blanks. That man never said he made an offer to him. He ain't never say that shit. I told you before, I talked directly to somebody right on his team, and that was the opposite of what he said. And as far as the team reaching out, yeah, that did happen. But again, he spoke on what was said in that conversation. It wasn't no an offer was made and then it was turned down. That's for damn sure. Cash, what's good with it?
What up, bro? I ain't mean to make you blow a gasket, my nigga.
Nah. You all good, bro. You all good, bro.
Yeah, I just
it's all good. I just be wanting people to know that I would never. I want y'all to know it, bro. I would never get up here and lie for no fighter. And when I had the opportunity to be a part of that phone call and listen to directly what happened as far as the reaching out, that's what was talked about. That's what was said. And they asked, yo, are you available? And the conversation was yes. And then they also said they would reach back out. And then then after that, it was like, oh, he made an offer. And he like, what offer? I'm talking directly to the man. He like, yo, what offer? He was never sent no offer. That's why I was saying, like, where y'all getting this from? I know what Espinoza said, but I don't think he said he sent them an offer. I don't think he said that when I listened to that clip. I don't think he said that. I promise y'all, I owe this to everybody listening to me. Let an offer actually be sent, and he turned it down. If there's not going to be a reason to, it's not. You get what I'm saying? That's the fight you say you want. That's the fight you got to take when actually offered. That's all I'm tripping about. They really thinking that the order was going to go from Lomachenko to what would be arguably better in Shakur because he's younger, fresher, no losses. You really think that? Like, think about it business-wise. You think that they're going to facilitate Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson off the back of Lomachenko pulling out a fight instead of like, you going to see this shit coming. We going to know that them two is going to fight each other and it's going to be promoted properly. Like, think about the timing of it all and tell me that they really was going to do this fight, a fight that I think would, I don't care about the numbers, but I think people will really get behind it. You get me? Why would they promote it off the back of one guy pulling out? And like I said to you, Lamont Roach said it. He said, y'all talk to Tank. When I was fighting Hector Garcia, he told me, keep doing your thing and we going to do business. Like, that's like, how did he get into the fold? And people think the reason he here is because Loma and Shakur both said no. And I'm telling you, unless I've been directly straight up lied to, which I don't think a guy has any vested interest in lying, that conversation was as honest as it could be. His question was to us was, where are people getting this offer from? Like, where? And I think that's the confusion. So I know about the tweet you was mentioning when he said something about them reaching out. And I'm telling you, that was validated. They didn't say that was a lie. But as far as being sent something, nope. And then Espinoza, bro, speaking on like Shakur won a multi-fight deal, I think he was vocal about that. The reason he turned down Top Rank deal because it was too long. So he wanted something more than just a one fight. So I think like that wasn't saying much. But if you telling me that you sent him a fight and he said, nah, I'm cool. I'm coming right here the next day or the very minute I get the news and talk about it. I'm telling y'all that. I'm not ever going to lie for no fighter. I do not like a single fighter in boxing enough to lie to any single one of y'all for them to look good. That's crazy. I never do it. That's why I be blowing my mind. And I've always maintained the same consistency. Them dudes ain't ducking each other. But I see a lot of posturing on both sides. And I see business potentially not being in line for that shit to be made. Because we wouldn't have to keep hearing about it. Think about it. When it was time for him to fight Loma, what happened, bro? You get what I'm saying? They start negotiating and we heard about it like, all right, the fight is a real thing. All this posturing and shit, that's just be telling me we ain't got no fight. But I'm telling y'all, and then you could cook on it. I'm telling y'all, I promise y'all, I get any indication that an actual offer has been sent and turned down. I 100% promise y'all, this is what I'm gonna report. And I'm going to say he's not keeping the same energy. But until then, I'm not going to create a situation based off of very, I don't know, like a loaded ass statement that Espinoza made, because he said a lot in that to me. He told you a lot about how shit different over there and how they don't have the same shit to offer that they once would. And I thought that was crazy too. A1, what's good with it, bro? Legacy, man, what's good? Talk to me though, Cash.
I expect you to rep Jersey no matter what, bro. So I know you're gonna stand on Jersey, but this is how I see it, because neither one of these guys are my favorite fighter. I just want to see the fight. So
me too.
When I see one team contacting the other team, while that team is in the middle of trying to find an opponent, you're not just contacting people just to say hi, bro. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. Now, you always I'm not arguing the offer. They made an offer shit, because we both know no offer gets sent until both teams agree to fight. That's when you get to looking at offers and terms and all that shit. So if his team says no, then yeah, of course no offer ever gets sent. But shit, his team still said no because one of these teams contacted the other. That's just the way I look at it. And then you got the thing I don't dig about Shakur is all he be going back and forth. 1 minute it's you ducking me, he half naked on the camera, and then
y'all ain't like that. Y'all ain't like that.
No, I don't. I mean,
I'm just joking. Y'all ain't like that with the chains on.
Consistency, bro. I just want the consistency. You know what I mean?
But I think that was shit talking. I don't know why people look at that and they look at it like, yeah, you see, why is he saying that? I thought that was just to get his attention. It did exactly.
He's supposed to do that, but
I didn't like the choice of words. I was with you. I didn't like when he said that, because I was like, I kind of laughed it off. I was like, they about to kill you for this, because I know I've heard him say in other interviews or when they mention it that he's not ducking. But I think that was just to get under his skin. It's shit talk.
Man, I'm all for all.
And again, you got to be clear though, because people gonna say, hey, why would you say it then? So I get it, but I just thought he was shit talking. It's just like Tank saying, what does he prove? And you know he'd be the most accomplished fighter you fought. That's shit talking. Ain't nobody, what I be saying is when he say shit like that, people don't overanalyze it. They see it for what it is. When it's Shakur, they like, you heard what he said? I'd be like, I hear what a lot of shit they say, but I just know posturing and shit talking when I hear it. It don't mean it can't be called out. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought that was a bad choice of words, bro, to say ducking me. I thought that was a bad choice of words, because then you turned around after that and say he's not ducking. So that's what I be thinking. Like, that should be in the moment, right? You doing that shit is exactly for shock value, to get people to start talking shit. And then that's exactly what it did. You know what I'm saying? And you got to know what come with it, though. You know what I'm saying? Because some people going to be like, nah, well, you shouldn't have said he was ducking you. So I hate that, because I know that's not the case. I know it's not. At least I feel like that.
I don't even got Twitter, bro. So I just be seeing these tweets on that people be posting that these guys be saying. And the tweet I was talking about was a while back when Shakur tweeted something like, are they gonna give me the Tank fight right away, or are they gonna try to give it to me 5 fights down the line or some shit? So you're that right there to me is he's expressing his concern for getting the Tank fight right away, not having to wait 5 fights. But then when you're offered a 1-fight deal, you want multiple fights. So, I don't know, man. It's just not consistent.
It's with me. It's a bill, bro. What you saying is not crazy. I can understand why you see it that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a different dude. I'm not gonna argue. You know, you making logical sense out of it for yourself. Like, I can see why you could see it like that. And at the end of the day, look, when you hear that it's any offer and it's not accepted, if it ain't accepted, then it's turned down. So I understand it, but I just don't even think they got that far. And like I said, that conversation that I was privy to, that's pretty much what was said. It ain't pretty much, that's what was said. They didn't get to no offer. And that's why I was like, damn, where did he come from with this shit in his left field? And then the timing of it. I'm not saying you lying, but I think people kind of misunderstood a little bit what he said. I don't think he said he made an offer to him and he said no. Because I'm here. Why would you still try to make a fight if your guy just like, what's going to change? You get what I'm saying? What's going to change if he just now said no to a fight that you offer him? Why even revisit it again and try to make it? Like, you get what would be the point? What would change? It would be clear that he ain't going to want it, right? So if he ain't want it now, why would he want it later? Why is your intent still to make a fight? That's the part that I ask, like, why even waste your time then? So that's why I'm stuck on, I don't think none was turned down. I just think it's very early. And I think they're in a much different situation, because I was saying this yesterday. I don't know about you. I don't know if you heard it. way before this point. Remember, one of the talking points was Shakur need to sign over there to the PBC for multiple fights to get that Tank fight. And I remember that. And then you come to find out they say he won a multi-fight deal. The fans make it seem like it's something bad about it. But Espinoza said from a business standpoint, that shit got to make sense on both sides for both parties involved. And it seemed like he was very understanding. His mentality, it didn't seem like his message was to tell you somebody was ducking somebody or trying to not fight. It didn't seem like that. It seemed like he was on some business shit, like it didn't make sense on both sides, so it didn't happen. But at the same token, bro, me as a fight fan, you get that opportunity, you gotta take the swing. You know, that's
the word. That's the word I'm looking for right there. Opportunity. Forget
Yeah.
offer.
Gotta
Forget
take the
offer.
swing.
Forget offer because no offer was sent. No, if we want to say no offer was made, cool.
Mhm.
But to me, he had the opportunity to get it in with Tank. And
I get it, because listen, if people like, yo, he said it. I ain't gonna say the man just woke up one day and started lying, but I would like to just hear more and be more direct. You get what I'm saying? Like, just ask him some questions. I wish somebody would really get a hold of him, really be to ask him the direct questions, just to fill in the blanks. We don't need to know money. I want to know that direct. You get what I'm saying? Like, is this something that you offered, or did you tell them it was something available and they're like, yo, that's not what I'm looking for? Because that to me wouldn't be the best sign either. You know what I'm saying? That's not a good, because now it's like, what reason would it be for not taking the fight? You know what I'm saying? It is the opportunity. So that, for me, I would be looking a little crazy there. Like,
but then, bro,
that's all I want to know, because I'm telling you, Cash, somebody tell me, bro, yo, it was an offer made. He was like, nah, I'm going to report that. But like I'm saying, I'm hearing resisting on the other side, and it don't sound like some bunch of bragging and boasting. It's like, bro, available for opportunity, but somebody say they're gonna call back. Who you already know. Everybody say who the A side is. If I hear a team say a guy, they reach out and say they gonna reach back. If you ask, are you available, and the answer is yes, and then they don't hear back from you, and it's like, yo, he turned down. Then the next thing I hear, it's not from the fighter, it's from the guy that's working with the fighter. And he had an offer and you just didn't have what he wanted. So you get what I'm saying? Like, I wonder why the fighter himself didn't say more like, yo, we was trying to fight him. You get what I'm saying? I think that's a fair question too, because anybody else would speak on it. Like, we all knew Loma pulled out of negotiations, right? You get what I'm saying? Even with that, Tank ain't say, oh, Loma ducking me. So that's what I always wanted to know. Me personally, like, when they ask him about him, why isn't the answers like, yo, we had an offer for him and he ain't take that. So why would we get him a multi-fight deal? He ain't worth it. Instead of just saying, yo, he ain't worth it. Like, I want to, you get me? Like, because I don't see you doing him a solid if he just turned you down. I don't see you not speaking on that when this dude running his mouth, or not even running his mouth, mentioning you based on what they ask him in these interviews. I don't see you stalling him out and not letting the world know, look, that man just had an opportunity to fight me. He did. That's all. Like, I ain't saying he got to say that. He can, do what Tank do. But I never thought that fight was coming. It's close proximity off of Loma not happening. I don't know if that like makes sense to you, but I always felt like if they fighting, it ain't gonna be he was gonna fight him, but now he gonna fight Tank. I would say the same thing for Shakur. You gonna go from Zepeda to Tank Davis, all of it. Like, I would question it. Like, it's too much like right. And boxing don't deliver like that. When do you ever see boxing go from about to give us something good to even better? Because that, to me, Shakur and Tank is definitely better than Tank and Loma. Just because of what's on the line and what's at stake. You got two undefeated guys. It's the offense versus the defense. It's just so much different shit to like, right? But I just didn't never think it's going to be, you know what? Well, he wasn't going to fight him, so now he's going to fight that guy. Boxing don't never do that shit, bro. Like, if you get what I'm saying, they don't never go from, all right, real good to even better. I got something better for y'all. Here goes Shakur. I just never thought that was the focus. And when you hear a lot of the stuff being said, there's a lot of different information out there. And like I said, that's why I was bringing up what Lamont Roach had to speak on, because he talked about having a direct conversation with this dude about doing business with him. The only business they can do as fighters is fight each other. So I was like, you got to factor that in there. I get the offer thing, but where did Lamont Roach fit in that? Because this conversation took place way before there was any offer for Core. So I'm going to tell you what I feel like happened. I feel like they was all in on Loma. Me personally, I could be wrong. I feel like they was all in on Loma. I feel like by the time he pulled out of negotiations, I think Core was already in the situation. I really do. That's what I think. I think they just ran out of time to really get anything better than what they doing right now. I do. I think timing was of the essence. Like, and the way Core was talking, you're not sitting there waiting. And I remember people saying like, well, why you can't wait for him to get back from the Olympics and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't think nobody career work like that. So I don't know, man. But my final thoughts on it all is if and when I get that information, y'all, trust me, I'm letting y'all know. I don't like no fighter that much to lie for. I don't give a damn if they live next door to me. Hell with being from Jersey. I don't care if they live next door, bro. I don't care. I don't care if I'm related to them. I'm not getting up here lying for them. But a lot of what I'm telling y'all is just my thoughts and feelings because I never seen boxing deliver something like that under them circumstances without us just knowing like, all right, who fighting next? All right, ain't gonna be no, well, Tank was gonna fight him, but he gonna fight him now. It's gonna be like Shakur fighting Tank and Tank fighting Shakur. That's how I see that. Like, I don't think nobody else is gonna be at play. Or like, think about it. Essentially, Shakur would have been a fill-in. You get what I'm saying? He would have been a fill-in for Lomachenko. Ain't no way in hell they delivering us that fight like that.
He said he was okay with that, bro.
No, cool, but what's the likelihood of it happening? You get me? Like, what's the likelihood? You get me? Like, when has boxing delivered like that? And I try to be as logical as possible, but I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna keep saying it. Let me get the direct info, and it's yeah, they made this offer, and you try to find a way not to accept it. There's no excuse, because check this out. You in a 2-fight situation now, so it's not crazy to think that that's something that he wanted, but they still essentially like one-off fights. It's no rematch with Kid Austin. I didn't hear nothing about it, right? You get what I'm saying? So essentially, like, if you're thinking about it that way, you still signed to who you signed to. Why would multi-fights make sense, Cash, if you already over there with Eddie Hearn? How you gonna go over there for multiple fights? Like, it don't make sense. It was so much shit I was thinking. I'm like, this shit don't make sense to me. You over somewhere, then you going, somebody let you know that they got something for you, and you telling them you need multiple fights, and you already signed on for multiple fights? Unless you telling me this conversation took place before you signed on to the multiple fights, then it makes more sense to me. But I just don't know everything. And like I said, I hate little bits and pieces of information, but that's why I never called the man no liar. I just said, damn, that shit just confusing though. It just don't make sense. But hopefully, man, when it's all said and done, that we do get that fight, because I think we deserve it. We argued about it enough. We talked about it enough. We built on it enough. I say it's deeper than them right now. They got to find a way to give us that fight.
Yeah, we ain't gonna never have all the details. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, and that's why I would never tell you wrong for how you see it. I just want to be clear. I'm passionate about how, because I know that's when the smear campaign started. And I'm like, bro, I'm hearing people say shit to me like, and this is not a shot. Nothing I say is ever gonna be knocking Tank, but I go off his words. That's why I'd be like, yo, if he tell you he never asked for specific fights, how do y'all now think that the reason he's talking about retiring is because he's not getting none of these fights? Like, y'all really believe that shit? To imagine going as long as he went, that it would be without asking for something, and now all of a sudden getting that impatient that you're not getting what you never asked for. I just think so much different than people. It's not about ducking. And I said I want to have a whole different live about this, because, you know, Keller, what he said make me think that way. Like when you said maybe he won too much money. And I was telling D1 too about wanting to have a conversation about this. Like, is it what's considered too much money if you fighting this dude, if he your biggest fight? If you feel like whatever you've been getting paid for to fight these other guys, you can't at least get that to fight in your biggest fight, don't make sense to me. And I think why some of the opponents get selected, I don't think it has absolutely shit to do with ducking. I really don't. I think Tank command a lot of money. I think certain opponents don't have to be paid as much. It's not about being scared or ducking. It's making money. That dude command a lot of bread. He got to get paid. And I think you can, like the Frank Martins, remember what he said he got up front. Like, that's like Shakur make more money. I'm not in their pockets, but we know he make more money than that. that's why I be saying, like, when it come to that fight, how is that gonna look, knowing that he commands more than everybody else you fighting right from the rip, and then he more accomplished than these guys. So, and I ain't never heard nobody say they losing money on his fights. I ain't never heard that ever. That's why I be like, when people say, sell tickets, all this BS, I'm like, are y'all really doing homework, or y'all just making shit up based on how you feel about a dude? So I don't know.
I don't agree with that. He commands more because Shakur said himself that Tank's the A side, so whatever.
Yeah, no, when I say command more, I mean more than the guys that he's been fighting.
Yeah, of course.
I'm just saying, Frank Martin say hypothetically got 1.5 million, like we know Shakur paydays is more than that. You telling me he got to settle for the same thing of Frank Martin? You get what I'm trying to say? Like, Frank Martin was a guy that just was unproven, didn't have no championship level experience. Now you're talking about a guy that's been through 3 divisions with you, because y'all both started at 26. He was a champion in each of them, unified in one of them. None of that shit matter, right? Like, to me, it's like that should matter. I can't tell him how much he should get, but I don't feel like it should be on the same scale as these other guys you've been fighting for that reason, because he actually put in the work. You get what I'm saying? He actually headlined his own cards before. You get what I'm saying? He got a sales history, not pay-per-view, but he's able to sell some tickets, right? I think he should be able to command more. That's what I mean by commanding more. You shouldn't have to settle for whatever these contracted minimums that these other guys are getting. But that's just me. That's just my thoughts based on the work being put in. Because what's the separation between him and these other guys? And it got to be the accolades and the experience. So that shit, you would think that count, but I don't know. I just hope when it's all said and done that whatever money they looking for, they get it. So it could be absolutely no excuse not to give up what we deserve as a fight.
There's a high possibility that it wasn't even Shakur, it was his team. But then you got to put that on Shakur because that's his team. You know what I mean? Because he didn't get the phone call, his team got the phone call.
I get all of that too. I understand it because y'all all connected. Y'all won. I get it. But I'll say this: when it's all said and done, man, I don't think Espinoza information was put out to kind of make people think, see, he being ducked. I don't think that's what he was trying to say. You know what I'm saying? I did appreciate him even speaking on it, man. It did, answer some questions, and it lets you know that business is definitely a lot different these days for them. Because you will wonder, though, I know it might, I never even thought about it being a one-off type of thing. Maybe I never even thought that far. You know what I'm saying? I never even thought that far. But shit, for me, at the end of the day, if that's the only way you can get that fight, you gotta take it. You gotta take it.
Yeah, but that's all I had, man. I wasn't trolling.
You gotta take it.
Let me get my kid. I'll get with you next time, bro.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you coming up. All right, man. My guy, Cash Crypto, man. That's my guy, man. That's why I like coming up here, man. He had of opinion, but we able to build on it like always. One last thing I'm gonna bring up before we do get out of here. I'm gonna run through y'all. Shout out to both Shakur and Tank, man. I think they eventually meet up, bro. Turkey not taking into account really people in the States gonna want to see those events. No, I think so. Cause I heard him say it, Tank. I heard him say that he know like certain fights, matchups that people want to see him. So I think one like a Shakur and Tank, you gotta explore putting that up over here and not there. You have to. You know what I'm saying? Where Bud fought? In LA, right? Didn't they fight in LA on a Turkey card? So it's not impossible, and that's him and Majamal. So I definitely think he would at least explore, putting the card where people can see it at least. But real quick, man, one last thing I wanted to bring up, y'all, before we get out of here. Y'all make sure if y'all didn't smash that like button, make sure y'all smash that like button, sub to the channel. But I noticed Victor Conte was calling out Ryan Garcia on Twitter earlier, man. And this is continuing to be messy. He said VADA announces Devin Haney enrolled in, the 365 testing, and Ryan Garcia rejected it. Said, why would Ryan Garcia refuse to do VADA testing? And all of this stuff, man, this is getting messy. This is why I said Ryan could avoid a lot of this stuff right here. He could avoid a lot of this stuff if he just would have got on board with some type of testing. Now, I'm not saying that he got to use what Devin Haney is using, but whatever testing agency or whatever you want to call it that he decides to use, people should be well aware of what he's doing.
and they should be credible. All these back and forth, these games, like y'all misleading the people. Y'all got the people thinking that y'all fighting. Y'all not fighting. The rematch is on. The lawsuit is dropped. It's a lot of misinformation. It's getting crazy. But I said this before, and I'll keep it brief. Ryan Garcia, you should have got on board with some type of drug testing. If it's not VADA that you cool with, then it should have been somebody else that's deemed credible that could hold you in your career in a different light. But the fact that you refusing shit, you sitting on the sideline, just makes you look suspect. So it seems like Turkey wants to make money. Yeah, maybe you know, maybe it's not the worst thing, but I think a fight like this, Akello, you gotta explore putting it over here. You can't take a fight like that. They're not from here. Like you from there, should I say? You know what I'm saying? They from over here with it. Like, I think you can mix up Madrimov and Virgil Ortiz, Kid Austin, Shakur. You could do that type of shit on a Riyadh season card. But Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson, Riyadh season or not, that shit got to be in the States. I ain't tripping off Riyadh season, but I'm tripping off it not being where we can physically go to it. But again, man, just to close out with this, man, Ryan, I seen this coming a mile away. Victor Conte should be the last person to call somebody out respectfully. Like, I don't see how you could call somebody out with the kind of pass that you had. Basically saying Ryan is moving fishy. He ain't moving right. He looking suspect out here. But you are suspect, and everything that is about you is suspect. Like, yeah, you got a jacket a mile long, so I can't deem him like, it's like the pot calling the kettle black. Like, bro, whatever. Like, you Mr. Fix It, mad scientist, man, Mr. Hide the shit. You know what I'm saying? Why is Victor Conte even involved? That's what I'm saying. And that's what looked red flaggish at Kello. Why is he so invested? Why is he? That post was long as hell. I had to screenshot that twice to show y'all all of that. He wrote all of that on Twitter. I didn't even know you could write that long. He must got the verified account or something, man. He give you an extra couple characters because that was a long ass post. But I don't know why he's so vested in this and why he got a voice for what Ryan Garcia is doing. Let the fighters hash it out, but Ryan could blame himself for this situation, though. I ain't gonna lie, because he could have nipped it in the ass by getting on top of this, getting out in front of it, you know, making sure his ass got some testing in. And as a matter of fact, he just didn't use this opportunity to take advantage of nothing. So now he's just like a damn guy that is a fool. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be on the sideline looking goofy. You're going to be on the sideline. Goofy as a mother sucker, man. So we'll see, man. Kid Austin, his passport story, he said he's going to still be at the fight. That's good for us, man. February 22nd to be here, but February 1st to be here first, right? Let's see if Bud Crawford really get this Canelo fight. Let's see if that's what he was talking about in that tweet, as far as what he had in his back pocket the whole time. And let's see if Ryan Garcia enrolled in any type of drug testing to prove that he claimed he actually want to fight. Let's see if Devin Haney really drops a lawsuit and they actually want to fight. Because real quick, he did say, what did he say, man? Hold on. What did Devin Haney say, man? Devin Haney said something to this man. Oh, Ryan don't want to do 365 testing because he think he finna take drugs that have enough time to cycle off. If he ain't got nothing to hide, then he'll sign up for VADA and whatever drug company he chooses, and we test from now until the fight's simple. I like that from Devin. He said, I guess he's not a duck. He a goose. See you soon, bucko. So he made it seem like it's some life into that fight and that they actually can fight. Whether or not they'll actually get in there again, I doubt it. Not right now. I doubt it. The information too spotty. Is back and forth. It's more posturing, and it's more like social media antics right now. So until they put some of that shit to bed and start making moves that's gonna move them closer to a fight, it's posturing right now and shit talking. Yeah, I only get mad not even mad. I only get passionate, Ace, when somebody try to frame one guy as a duck versus the other. Like, that's what my stance is always going to be. That, you know, if I had the same energy, if you tell me that Tank Davis is ducking Shakur, I promise you, I'm going to say that I'm going to have the same energy, because I'm going to say you're going to have to prove that to me. we're at high. Why Shakur ain't saying it? Because he clearly said he not ducking them and they gonna make the fight. You get me? So that's where my energy lies for the people that, and again, I made this point very clear when we was on the panel yesterday. People hang on to the fighter that you don't like the most. You hang on to every word, but it'll be a fighter that you rock with heavy and you'll ignore everything he said. A fighter could tell you he's not fighting somebody, and then a guy be like, well, you put words in his mouth. I didn't. I'm telling you what he just said. So we got to stop trying to be so dismissive of the challenges that your favorite fighter could face just because you don't like a guy. Like, all these dudes should want to get in there and prove it against each other. So I don't really want to hear these two dudes say they don't need each other or they're not fighting or what did this one prove. Them two fighting each other will prove everything that we need. You get what I'm saying? Like, those are the kind of fights that we want to see, the proven fights. But with that, man, that's my time for today. Another long dope build, another 4 hours in the books, man. I appreciate all y'all. It's always love. It's always a build. And I'm telling y'all, my energy is always going to be like that. We got to do better. This shit is deeper than ducking. We got to stop framing everybody as a duck soon as a fight don't happen. We got to stop acting like we know what's best for these dudes' careers when we don't. You get what I'm saying? We act like if they don't make the move we say they're supposed to make, then yeah, you ain't doing it right. These dudes are very successful at the top of their games. When all the posturing cut down, when all the back and forth, when all the one-up and slow down, when all the getting back and forth, trying to, I guess, diss each other in the public with the pissing contest, then you get fights. And I think as long as you get misinformation, then fights ain't coming. You get what I'm saying? So just to be clear, I'm never mad, but I got to get passionate because people will just push anything. And I can't have it. I can't push narratives just to make one guy look good versus another. So with that, man, that's my time. I appreciate everybody, man. All the love, man. Everybody that supported the grind. We just going to keep building. We'll be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. to build on this great sport of boxing, how we always do, man. So with that, man, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all. Good Tuesday. Y'all get y'all some good food. Kick your feet up. And I'll see all y'all tomorrow, man. Love. Peace to the family.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
In the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to Jusdueboxing, the best boxing talk on YouTube.
Jusdueboxing in the building, 4 o'clock shorty, man. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He's going to be live today at 4 o'clock, man. And he's going to be spewing some good stuff as he always do with an unbiased approach, man. He's probably the most unbiased channel on YouTube.
What's going on? And one of my favorite channels, if y'all into that pugilistic perfection, if y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Jusdueboxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out